let's get nasty on a Friday. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're live at Centene Community Ice Center. Thank you. Yeah, it's Friday. Andrew Marsh, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. No Carey Davis. Carey Davis is on vacation until Tuesday. He'll be back with us next week in our
He's on a beach somewhere.
Studios.
Right
yeah.
now. Carey's just laid out himself. California. Good for him.
He works hard. We will be talking about Miles Mikolas' outstanding effort last night. I already got a tweet
from doubting him.
Yeah, kind of scolding me for not having loyalty behind Miles Mikolas, who was excellent. The Cardinals did win that series against the Nationals, thanks in large parts to his efforts. So the offense woke up again last night, too. So plenty of Cardinals talk. We also have thoughts on Oli Marmol. His comments are, I mean, I respect him. He kind of was noting without completely admitting that this is a front office decision with keeping Eric Fedde in the starting rotation, so we've got a lot of thoughts on that. But we're not going to shy away from the news that a lot of you have already picked up on over the last 24 hours, and that is that the Blues, the FanDuel Sports Network, and then because we're the sports home of your radio home for the Blues, made a joint announcement related to the broadcast moving forward. As part of that decision or announcement, John Kelly's contract was not renewed, and a lot of people, a lot of Blues fans are voicing their thoughts on it. And again, we don't run from certain topics. We're not going to shy away from it because, quite frankly, Jamie, this impacts you as well. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to allow Jamie to share his thoughts on it.
Well, look, life is ever-changing. It just is. And no matter what field of operation you're in, whether it's working at Starbucks, a car dealership, internet sales, everything is always changing. It's evolving, and you're trying new things, new ideas. And I think that's where the regional sports networks are right now with their clubs, is they're trying different ideas, concepts. Nobody really knows where things are going in the next 2 to 3 to 5 years. And you make decisions sometimes that you think will benefit not only your fan base, but your team and all the sponsors and things like that. And the Blues went in a different direction. They're trying something new. They're going with the simulcast, which will be the same broadcast on the radio waves as on the TV network that you're watching. So there are a few teams in the NHL that tried it in the last couple of years. I don't know enough about it to say whether it was successful or not, or still a work in progress. But the Blues made that decision, and in doing so, there's change that happened. John Kelly's contract not renewed, and I think that's probably the biggest story in all of this because, look, I will still be with FanDuel Sports Network doing the Blues broadcast pre and post, intermissions and whatnot. So it's a job change. I'm going back to the desk to where I was before I ended up being between the benches. So that's going to be a little bit of a change, too. And talking with the directors and the executives at FanDuel, we're excited for some new ideas. The traditional old sit at the desk and talk, you know me. I'm not a fan of that. Mm-hmm. Just like when I first got into radio, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I wasn't the radio guy that was your stereotypical sports talk radio. I want to bring some of this personality to the airwaves for TV. We're going to have Bernie, we're going to have myself, Chris Pronger, Scott Warman, a lot of great guys, a lot of fun stories to tell. So we're looking to do some really unique things there. But back to the main thing is John Kelly. When the music stops, he's the one without a chair. And that's tough. I mean, it's tough for the fan base. How do you digest that? Like, there's people that I'm reading on social media that they've grown up with John Kelly as the voice of the Blues. Marcy, you're that guy.
Pretty much, yeah. Ken Wilson was here for a little bit, but I was kind of young during that era. But for the most part, it's been J.K. He's been the voice of the Blues for me my entire life.
Yeah, and I'll say this about John Kelly is he was amazing to me. He was amazing to me, whether it was, when I first started doing desk work, when I was filling in for Panger in between the benches, he'd always have little tidbits of advice, and then really got to know him in the last 2 years, working alongside him full time. And he was awesome. He had little bits of advice to always add, and I would ask him questions and he would answer them. He was great to me, and this is why people are going to miss him, because not only was he a fantastic broadcaster, but he was an incredible human being as well. And look, the Blues were taking it on the chin today. They are, and you know what? Like, I get it. Fans are passionate here. We talk about bleeding blue. You can't just say that and not mean it.
Yeah.
So for the organization to, want fans to bleed blue, they should be happy that people care when a team makes a big decision like this. That being said, the decision has been made. And so, I've been traded, I've been cut, I've been waived, I've been all these things throughout my career. And you move on, man. And you get up and you start pushing back towards your goal, whatever that might be. So for John Kelly, if he wants to continue calling games in the National Hockey League, he can do it. He could pick up the phone tomorrow, in my opinion, and call TNT and probably get games on the national broadcast as well. So, it sucks because it's the end of an era of John Kelly here in St. Louis. But on the flip side of that, you got new guys. You got Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale. This is the beginning of their era. And what it looks like, what it's going to sound like, nobody knows because of this simulcast thing. It's all kind of a gray area. But, Chris Kerber's been in the business for a really long time. He's getting an opportunity now to be a full-time TV guy, TV broadcaster / radio broadcaster. And Joey Vitale's getting an opportunity, too. Those guys have worked very well together since becoming a tandem here on, first on KMOX and then over here to 101 ESPN, the Blues Radio Network. So I guarantee they're super excited. Their families are excited. The Blues are probably excited as well for, that next step. And who knows what it looks like, again, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. We don't know where all of these broadcasts are going.
I do want to read a post from John Kelly. And,
yes, please do.
Many of us are friends with John Kelly in various forms, right? Like, I remember meeting John Kelly when I first got into St. Louis sports. I don't know if we ever did a show together. I know I produced at least one show that he was on back when I was a producer at the Fast Lane, going on 10, 11 years now. The last time I saw John was at your birthday party.
Yeah.
And I had the utmost respect for John. And, it's not like we're friends and we call each other all the time, but I know of him and I know what a class act he is. So I just wanted to read this. This is from Instagram. This is what John posted. And it's a little lengthy, but I'd like to give every word. I'd like to read every word here. So this is what John Kelly said. I moved from Ontario to St. Louis, not knowing just how much lose would come to mean to me. I've been incredibly fortunate to raise a family here and for the past 2 decades, do what I love every year. After 21 seasons as the television voice of the St. Louis Blues, my last role has come to an end. I've had the privilege of calling some of the most unforgettable moments in NHL history, with none greater than the incredible 2019 Stanley Cup run. The Blue Note will be family, and it has been a privilege to be a part of this team's journey. My late father, Dan Kelly, helped pioneer the game of hockey in St. Louis, and having the opportunity to carry on that legacy in this city has been one of the greatest honors of my Louis and the passion. Fans, thank you. Your unwavering support has meant everything to me and my family. The outpouring of kindness over the years has been truly humbling. This fan base is one of a kind. I'm grateful to the Blues executives, alumni, coaches, and players for their trust and cooperation. So many of you have become more than colleagues, and I've built friends that will last a lifetime. I also want to thank FanDuel Sports Network and the local crew for their partnership and support over the past 33 years. Their professionalism, dedication, and camaraderie are rare in this industry. I'm incredibly proud of what we've put together, of what we built together on the broadcast side. Broadcasting and hockey are far more than a career to me. They are a passion. My journey is not over, and I'm looking ahead with the excitement about what's next. Finally, I want to thank my incredible family, to my beautiful wife, Jennifer, and our amazing children, Patrick, Megan, and Grace. Your love and support means everything. I'm excited for what lies ahead for all of us. With love, John Kelly. I mean, just a complete pro, class act, and well said all the way around. My heart goes out to him, and I've been in this industry now long enough to see a lot of great people either lose their jobs or not have their contracts picked up, and it's always you're not, and I know, like you just said, Jamie, John's going to find work And I hope it's quickly. I hope it's on the national level. I hope he does something that he absolutely wants to do.
Yeah, and again, John Kelly and the Kelly name are synonymous with Blues hockey, and they will be forever. Quite honestly, I think John Kelly should be up for the Foster Hewitt Award, which would put him in the Hockey Hall of Fame at some point. He's done that much great work. And again, though, I'm a very forward-thinking individual, because what happened yesterday, you can't go back. Thinking forward, we have an exciting opportunity with Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale, myself, Bernie Federko, Chris Pronger, Scott Warman, prominent role now. So, we got a great Blues hockey team to allow some grace during the beginning stages of this. There's going to be some bumps in the road. It's a different type of broadcast that you're going to have. But I can tell you this, that every person who's on that broadcast and the people behind the scenes and the people with the Blues organization, they care. They do. They really care about bringing a great product to the people of St. Louis, not just on the ice, but something you can watch on TV, listen on the radio, follow on social media. So, yeah, as one door closes, another one opens. And I just wish everybody involved nothing but the best.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. I know that there's some audio stuff. We're trying to figure it out. Marsh is working hard with the people.
Hopefully we don't have to call in like BK and Ferrari to
in our
do that.
cars in a parking lot in a minute.
Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully everything will be a smooth transition here the rest of the way with the broadcast. But there's no on-site engineer. Marsh is doing his best. And we'll hopefully iron out some of the buffering issues or anything else like that moving forward here in the Fastlane. 2:15, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Do we owe Miles Mikolas an apology after he shoved last night against the Nationals? We'll get to that next on 101 ESPN.
ESPN broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So Miles Mikolas shoved last night against the Nationals. He looked excellent. Bounced back in a big way after the nightmare scenario at Wrigley Field in which he allowed 6 home runs. He was sharp. He looked confident. He went 5 2/3, allowed only 2 hits, 0 runs, 6 Ks. He made adjustments too. Mikolas apparently was tipping his pitches. Oli Marmol noted that in the postgame last night. Fixable flaw certainly, but one that if you're not aware of it, you can't fix it. But Mikolas was excellent. They needed that last night, and I like how he said he can't be doing this again. And what he meant by that was that he can't be going out there and doing what he did at Wrigley. He struggled in June as well. So he was excellent. He says a lot about his accountability. He didn't make any excuses. He banked on the results, and certainly for that one start, he looked great. I got a tweet from our guy Joey, and I was kind of surprised by it because Joey's a regular listener, but he said, I don't see anybody talking about this version of Miles, and he posted the stat line last night. Don't want to hear any backtracking after this one out of anybody. Loyalty pays off. And I just responded like, look, here's the thing. One, our show is typically snarky.
What?
Yeah. Any disagreement there?
No, not at all.
Right.
Speak for yourself.
I love hyperbole. It's a big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of it. So we're going to come off snarky from time to time. But the fact remains that Miles Mikolas in the month of June pitched 26 innings and allowed 20 runs.
Well,
19 was earned. 6 home runs allowed. This is June.
Yeah.
He backed that up with his first start in July by allowing 6 home runs and 8 hits to the Cubs. He hasn't pitched well. Last night he pitched very well.
That was the best performance I've seen all year from him.
Yeah.
Like this line of thinking, well, you can't backtrack. Okay, some guy is a thief and then helps an old lady cross the road. Are you just going to be like, well, that guy's a nice guy? And then he'll steal her purse after he helps her cross the road. Like,
well, he's not a nice guy if he does that.
Right.
Like, what?
He's a nice guy for a moment. Yeah.
Does that make him a nice guy?
No.
If he's stealing stuff?
Right.
That's kind of.
What's
Are
the
you
bigger?
saying that Mikolas is stealing money from the
I think
Cardinals?
he's suggesting somebody else.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm here to help. Yeah. I think what Marsh is saying is the overall body of work is he's
a pretty big guy.
Yeah, it's who you are. But you have the one instance of good or one instance of bad doesn't mean you have the track record of that. But and our guy Joey did say didn't mean it to come off snarky as it did. May have had a few man sodas before sending that. Keep up the great work. Thanks for the daily entertainment.
That's how you are, Anthony. You have a few man sodas, and then you get on the old Twitter.
Yeah, typically it's makers. Yeah, and then
all of a sudden,
I start responding. Yep. But I don't look. This doesn't change anything overall unless he starts to piece a good month together. If he pieces 4 or 5 starts in a row where he looks more like a capable 5th starter, then we're all good here. That's all anybody asked of Miles Mikolas to enter the season. Nobody really asked him to pitch like his contract. His contract suggests that of at least a 3. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that coming in. Basically, don't blow up. Don't be a total disaster. And in June and the first start in July, that's what he was. He was a total disaster. That looked great last night. They only have to replace 1 starter in the rotation because Mikolas is a solid 5th starter for you. Okay, good.
Do you think that he can continue what he did last night, or do you think this is a one-off type thing? Because he has had bad games in the past, but then followed it up with some good starts.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden it tailed off again. This is kind of Miles Mikolas, though. He'll have a good month, then a bad month, a good month, then a bad month. We've seen that not only in this year, but in previous seasons as well.
Yes, absolutely. I would say that is Miles Mikolas. So maybe the good month is coming.
Yeah, but here's where you run into a snag is never mind the fact that you love Eric Fetty in your rotation, but you got Andre Palante, too. And Andre Palante's given us a little bit of a roller coaster this year, whereas last year it wasn't like sky high, but it was just sort of in the middle, and he rode that little gray area all season long to where you're like, yeah, you know what? He's a 5th starter.
Yeah.
But you just told me Miles Mikolas is a 5th starter. That's where I have a problem.
Sure.
Now you got 2 number 5 starters, and you got a guy you can't play. That's going to pitch on Saturday, by the way.
Yes. That's correct.
That's where my issue is. And I guess I wouldn't have an issue if this was just declared a year of rebuild, retool, whatever. They did do that, but then since that point, like in the last month and a half, I'd say, the Cardinals have managed and set their lineup to that of a lineup or a team that wants to win. And it's okay. They're allowed to want to win.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then you can't roll that out. You can't roll out Fetty and then Palante and Mikolas all the time. And I know the deadline's coming, the All-Star break. All these things are happening, so there could be massive changes by the time all is said and done. But if not, like, you can't just keep rolling that out. I'm sorry.
Right.
Whether you have lack of depth or not, you've got to figure something out.
We get a text from the 573. The Fast Lane owes the entire team an apology for always being so negative. This is what I will say. We simply call it how it is. The team is not playing good. We will say the team is not playing good. When the team starts to play good, we give them praise. It's that simple. I don't know where the confusion is here because the team has not been playing well. They just won 2 of 3 against the Nationals, who are not a good baseball team. It is a good start to this weekend, you know, after watching what we watched against the Pirates and the Cubs. Yeah, this was a much-needed series for the Cardinals. But they have massive issues and holes in their roster right now. And I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody that they don't, because they do. So if it's a little snarky, sorry about it. But this team has things that they need to improve upon if they want to be a better team. And I'm not going to apologize for saying that.
Wow. Conor McGregor in the house.
Well,
I will apologize for absolutely nothing.
I've said this before. I think
I'm a better guy than that guy. But
I think there's I've said this before. I think there's a very small portion of our listeners, and I don't know if this person is even in there or not. It sounds like he is or she is.
And maybe this listener is being sarcastic.
Yeah, he might be.
But there wasn't an LOL at the end, so I have no idea.
Yeah, you can't read tone, right? But I'll say this. There's still a very small group of listeners that get what we do confused with what Team Fredbird does. And I'm not even being flippant when I say that. I think there's a very small portion of listeners that feel as though because we're talking about the Cardinals in St. Louis, we're on the radio, we need to be constantly like hyping them up. That's not our job. Our job, quite frankly, is just flat out to entertain. If we're entertaining to you, fantastic, you're going to hang with us. If we don't
you're
entertain,
too much of the curtain back.
if we don't entertain you, we're not going to be around here very long. That's
that
it.
feeling.
We're not even reporters. Do we report some things based on our
I wouldn't
access?
take us very seriously.
Yes. But this is an entertainment show.
Yeah.
So if you're laughing along with us, fantastic. If you're not, then chances are you ain't listening right now either. But one thing we are not Team Fredbird.
No, and let's just be real here. We can also like certain players and performances in the same breath as be upset and criticize another player.
Yeah.
So when Eric Fetty rolls out the last game and he's absolutely terrible, I'm allowed to say he's terrible. I don't like the way he pitches. He shouldn't be in the game. But Brendan Donovan had himself a hell of a day, went 3 for 4. Like, I'm allowed to do that because each player has a different performance, which is why after every game in pro sports, the coaching staff and management front office, they evaluate the entire roster. They give them, 1 through 5, 1 through 10. Like, each player gets a rating because not every player has the same game out there. So if we're snarky or mad about certain pitching decisions or whatever, we can be equally as happy about Wilson Contreras or Alec Burleson hitting the ball over the fence.
Well, and here's one thing. The reason I think we lean more on the snarky side is because we've been having the same conversations for the last 5 years.
Thank you.
It's the same
Thank you.
damn
And we might just
thing.
be snarky people, too.
Well, no, but it
Both.
gets to that point, though. You don't start off that way. Something has to consistently happen for you to be irritated. And when we're having the same conversations, it's not because we can't come up with other content. It's because this is the content they're giving us. They're doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, we're at some point we're one, we're never going to slap lipstick on a pig. But I also think, look, we didn't come on here and say, oh, it was only the Nationals last night. Miles Mikolas, you stink.
Marshy did.
Did you?
He did. He says, you're
not a good baseball team.
Marshy did. Sorry.
We didn't lead with it.
We didn't. I said the Nationals are not a good baseball team, but you needed to have this series. You have to win the games that are in front of you.
He pitched well.
He did exactly
really
what's a
well.
fact. He did exactly what I wanted him to do last night, which was go at least a 5 1/3, and he went 5 2/3.
He did.
So I'm happy.
He exceeded all.
He pitched well.
He did. He did.
I will say this though, and maybe this is a little snarky. If he was, I don't.
No, just let it out.
I was got personal for no reason.
Oh wow.
As if I was talking to Miles Mikolas. If he was tipping his pitches, okay, we're good.
Who said he was tipping his pitches?
Marmol.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
When?
he did. Katie Wu had it in her athletic article.
She said that Mikolas was tipping his pitches against the Cubs.
I'll read you
So
the
then,
exact.
where was the caddy on that one?
This is from Katie Wu of the Athletic in her article last night. The adjustment: Mikolas was tipping his pitches. Marmol revealed. Mikolas is a pro. Marmol said, you can shoot him straight. You can tell him exactly what you need to say, and he handles it really well. The majority of the conversations this week was with pitching coach Dusty Blake, just cleaning up some tipping and making sure that we're going into this outing feeling good about that. So if he was tipping his pitches throughout the month of June, great, we're good. We should see more of what we saw last night. No?
So it's funny you bring that up because I was listening to the radio broadcast the other day, and I wonder if this is not just a Miles Mikolas thing, but maybe some of the other pitchers in the rotation, because Game 2, what?
Keep going. It's okay. He's fine.
What are you laughing about?
No, we're just waiting. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I want you to finish your point.
So Andre Palante.
He's not laughing at you.
Andre
No.
Palante, I believe, was the first inning of Game 2, and C.J. Abrams was at second base jumping up and down, and they mentioned on the broadcast that maybe they had seen something, and that led to the low home run, which made it 3-0 in the first inning.
Well,
he was kind
it all
of jumping
depends,
up
too,
and down.
on how the pitcher, if he doesn't hide the ball in his glove, and then he grabs the ball and places the fingers, a lot of times where the fingers are, the player behind him at second can see if it's a two-seamer, you know it's coming.
Well, the batter can see it too. Some
You can
pitchers,
see the circle.
Some
you can
pitchers,
see,
if they're typically it's their glove because they're trying to reach to get the grip. So
but they also set up the ball before that. Some of them go really open-handed. Like you can see, like on the broadcast, you can see what's coming pretty much.
Right.
Let alone if you're standing at second base.
Yeah. So that's up to the pitcher and the catcher to be on the same page to make sure their signs, one, are protected, and two, the glove. Yeah. That's why you remember Ryan Dempster. Ryan Dempster, the Cubs used to do. That's why he did that, so that you couldn't see what he was gripping. But sometimes if they have to dig in for a changeup or something, the glove would be wide. The fastball will be kind of in more. So but that's on the pitcher. Like that's on the pitcher and that's on the catcher. Somebody's got to figure that out. If that was happening, fantastic. We should be good. But Marsh, the reason I was giggling is because it just seems like. What's the scene where the guys are all in they're all in prison and the door slams?
Shawshank.
Yes, and he's like my lawyer screwed me, and then the guy's next to him is like, yeah, all our lawyers screwed us. Like if you're struggling and you're a pitcher, it's like, it's tipping my pitches. That's what's going on. They were hitting me hard. I mean, they were blasting me, but clearly I was tipping.
But then the next game,
pitches.
it better be different.
Exactly. That's my point.
And it was, though.
If you're tipping, cool.
Mikolas, it was different. It wasn't the same.
Then we should be good.
Oh, better. Marshy, you got to believe a little bit more.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's on Marsh. No doubt about it. All right, Oli Marmol. Speaking of which, let's get into some of the comments.
Got some makers in him, huh? A little truth serum?
A little bit.
I don't know that to be true, but
No.
Well, who wouldn't like some makers?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Tasty. Oli Marmol. Is he handcuffed by the front office when it comes to some decisions? We got some audio on that next on 101 ESPN.
the time.
Grant Francis here with a SportsCenter update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Cardinals win their 50th game of the season last night, beating the Washington Nationals 8-1. They take 2 of 3 against the Nationals here at Busch Stadium, and they'll stay at Busch Stadium tonight as they welcome in the Atlanta Braves for a 3-game series. It'll be Matthew Liberatore getting the start for St. Louis, going up against Grant Holmes from the Braves. First pitch from Busch at 7:15. I'm Grant Francis. The SportsCenter update's been driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
So here's the reality. You're asking a question that isn't strictly a manager's decision, right? Yesterday was part of this. We'll continue the conversation as soon as I jump off of this call to figure out what the next steps need to look like. I said it in my post game, and in order for Fetty to be successful moving forward, he's going to have to find a solution to several things that are going on, and continuing to just hit the repeat button to me at the moment doesn't make the most sense. So there's a conversation to be had around that, but no decisions have been made at all. But yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that it's not going well.
That was Cardinals manager Oli Marmol on the Gas House Gang on KMOX on Tuesday, and that was the discussion was centered on Erick Fedde and his role in the rotation. Now, we know now that Erick Fedde will pitch on Saturday, so he's not going anywhere. This is my interpretation of this. Oli must be really frustrated by this because Ollie's a pro. Say what you want about Oli Marmol. You don't like his lineups. You don't like his bullpen decisions. You don't like his management style. You think he's the worst manager in Major League Baseball. Whatever. Say what you want about Lisa. But he is a pro.
Yeah.
And he tiptoed around as best as he could there, but what he was saying, if you're reading between the lines, is not my call.
I don't even know if you have to read between the lines.
That was as close as you're going to get to him just saying flat out, not my decision to keep Fedde in the rotation. And he will always protect the clubhouse. Most managers will, right? 99.9% of the managers will protect the clubhouse over any personal feelings that they have or anything like that. But he must be really frustrated by this one. If he was, again, saying, like, this was a front office decision, not mine.
Oli, are you frustrated with me?
Yes, Lincoln, I am.
Well, but this goes, if you watch, if you've paid attention more so this year than years past, Oli has voiced his opinion closer to the rail than ever before. You wonder why? Because it's Mo's last call here.
Man, he wants to continue being the Cardinals manager.
And Oli wants to continue to be the manager. And he also wants some of the fan base, I'm sure, to realize that although you think I'm a crappy manager, you don't like me, I'm a puppet, all this stuff, this is not all my doing. And so I'm going to give you a little peek behind the curtain really quick, and I'm going to close the curtain, but at least you got a little bit of a peek.
Yeah.
And that was kind of what I got out of that. And now if you're John Mozeliak and you hear that, one, you're not going to fire Oli right now. You're just not going to walk in and be like, you're fired. You just call it.
I mean, it's not your decision, really.
Not your decision. It's out of your hands now, John.
I mean, the last order of business for Mo, let's be real about this, is basically the trade deadline.
And we don't even know if that's truly going to be his last. Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess he still has
they say he's in charge of it.
Decisions. Yeah.
But either way, all I'm saying is that right now, Ollie's doing the best he can. Oli has 3 pitchers out of 5 that are question marks. He does. Palante, you get 2 or 3 solid starts, you get a blow up. Then you get 1 good, 1 bad. 2 good, 2 bad. Like you're just like, like you're riding, you're on there. Mikolas, kind of the same thing. Fetty, it's not even a roller coaster. It's mostly just been crash and burn for like since May. And you're like, now, you're Oli. Your job, go make the playoffs. Because the best fans in baseball want to make playoffs. And so does Oli, by the way.
For sure.
But his job now is, how do I hide this problem? Because I can roll out Gray and Liberatore and feel pretty good about myself. After that, I'm holding my breath.
And two, I think it speaks volumes to the fact that he let Mikolas wear it on Saturday when he
Mm-hmm.
struggled, but he went out and got Fetty when Fetty was struggling.
Because that game was still in reach, though.
Right, but if you trust your veteran, even if you still have trust in your veteran, right, you're gonna say, okay, listen, I got to let it go. But he had the quick hook.
Yeah,
with Fetty.
Probably because he didn't even want to start him in that game.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
And you could tell in that interview on Sunday Night Baseball that he was frustrated with that performance. And I know there's a lot of fans out there that, and like you said, Jamie, they don't like Oli Marmol. They don't, and they probably never will. There's just some people you'll never win over.
No.
But I wonder if there's people, they listen to this piece of audio, they see how the season plays out, if they start to, and maybe they already are, but redirect their frustrations towards the front office for not giving this manager the proper tools to succeed. That's where the frustration, in my opinion, should be is, man, we got this new manager. It is what it is. He's not Mike Schilt. He's not Tony La Russa. He's not Mike Matheny. But he is our manager. If we want to win, we want this guy to be at the best that he can be with his roster. Man, I'm frustrated that this front office hasn't given him the right tools to succeed. Instead of firing this guy and going out and getting another guy and then sort of not restarting, but like there have been moments throughout his tenure where I'm like, this guy, he has made some good decisions, but obviously it goes under the radar because the good decisions never really come to the forefront. It's more so the bad decisions. But a lot of those bad decisions are players not executing.
Yeah, lack of performance.
Lack of performance.
Yeah.
And, we talk about, well, Oli, maybe he's a puppet. Man, you mentioned it. I think he's handcuffed. He's not a puppet on a string. He's handcuffed.
It's not that he's a puppet. I think that
Because a puppet's dancing and doing whatever the front office is like, oh, no problem. We like Fetty.
Or he's like a voodoo doll where you just stab it. You just keep stabbing him.
But guys, okay. Here,
No?
that was aggressive.
Well, yeah.
Marshy,
No.
you okay?
Maybe.
You all right?
Sorry, I'm just.
Okay. We're good, though?
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
No potholes
question.
today. I'm just,
Yeah, it's just
it's a little hot outside.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
All right. Well, understandable either way.
We're here for you.
Yeah, we are. We're definitely here for you. Sorry. Watch your back. Anyways, for Oli, so let's just expand the conversation for a second. Let's get away from baseball. You work for Microsoft, and Bill Gates comes and tells you, this is what you're going to be doing today at the office. Do you say, screw you, Bill? No, I got my own way of doing it. No, you don't, because you like your job, you're paid to do a job, and you have a boss. You work for Amazon, and Jeff Bezos walks in, or your boss. But you see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
So to be called the puppet is insulting because unless you're the boss, we're all puppets.
Correct.
We are. Like,
Right.
we're puppets
Right.
for Hubbard Radio.
Yeah.
And
And we're glad to be here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Anyways, but we have free reign to broadcast our radio show how we see fit. But if we say things that are out of line or do something that it's not in the company policy, we are going to be told, don't do that again. And what are you going to say? Screw you, Tommy? No.
What do you do? Take control of the meeting?
Yeah. Well, you guys are just puppets on the radio. So that's my point. Is and Oli doesn't. This is just a fact. Oli doesn't have the tenure that Tony La Russa had. And let's go back one further. That was a different era of baseball. It just was. Because I remember even hockey coaches back then, players and coaches, like you could have all these like yelling matches and whatnot, and just the way it was. But now this is a certain order of business to things. So anybody who just calls Oli a puppet, well, yeah, we're all puppets. Unless you're the boss, unless you make the final decision, you're a puppet as well.
Correct. I mean, and different bosses will have different viewpoints on things.
Some
too.
bosses accept challenge. The best bosses in the world accept your different opinion as long as it's well thought out and well presented. They may not agree with you, but they like the challenge because every company grows because people have different ideas or concepts or thoughts to grow the company.
Yeah, and I mean, I learned that the hard way too. A former boss that we had that I said something that would have been viewed as very light on this edition of Fastlane, and my boss reamed me. I had to call a listener back and apologize. Like,
we should make you do that more often. Especially you.
I was
Anthony.
also younger. I didn't have the tenure. I was like, hey, okay, man, I was embarrassed, blah, blah, blah.
You wouldn't have been able to trade, that listener back in the day.
No. But Tommy, fortunately, lets us do what we, within reason what we do. Yeah, exactly.
He'll buzz the tower every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now
He does it differently, though. He'll be like, really, dude?
Yeah.
Let's not say that again. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey will be back with us on Tuesday. He's got a long weekend. He's got a vacation going on right now. Marsh has got what's trending next.
Is 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring. What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Live from Centene Community Ice Center, where the Synergy Hockey Skills Camp's going on right now. Jamie's Synergy Hockey Skills
it's a Fun Friday, too. So what we do,
Fun Friday?
Fun Friday is obviously the kids put a lot of work in all week. And in the morning on Fridays, the curriculum is always, for an hour and a half on ice, it's all small area games. So it's 2-on-2, 1-on-1, 3-on-3, small area games. So the kids get that street hockey kind of feel, to pond hockey kind of thing. Then the afternoon, we always start off with an obstacle course. So Synergy Hockey, we always have 2 colors of jerseys throughout the whole camp. Kids don't really know why until Friday. And on Friday, we've got 2 teams. Red team, blue team, and we have this whole obstacle course. It goes all the way down the ice and back, and you have 1 stick for each team. And you have to hand the stick off to the next kid, and then when you're done, you have to take a knee. And the first team to finish all of their participants and take a knee, they win that race.
Nice.
Kids freak out.
That's fun.
Oh, they're yelling, they're screaming. We always play music, too. What's going on? It's fun. The kids love it.
How fun is it to, and I remember when I played, I'm sure as a coach, trying to implement a bag skate.
Oh, gosh.
But make it fun for the kids.
What's a bag skate?
So, if you
It's a good
remember,
question.
If you remember watching Miracle, the mountains or the Herbies,
Again.
that would be considered a bag skate.
Like you're...
So you're what is it? Blue line to blue line? Is that
It's
what
just
it is?
any skate that makes you really tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like no pucks involved and just repetitive over and over again.
So in
Again.
football, it'd be gassers.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. So gassers, bag skate,
Got
all
it.
that stuff.
So when I was younger, we'd play a game. I think it was called like Chase the Rabbit or something like that. And so one player would start at one of the blue lines, and everyone would be at the goal line, and you have to go around the entire ice trying to catch the guy in front. From the outside looking in, as a kid, you're like, oh, I want to catch this guy. Meanwhile, you don't really process that you are doing laps and trying to work your endurance up and whatnot. You just think, oh, this is great. Like, I'm going to try and catch him. Otherwise, we got to go again or whatnot. And so you find it fun, but at the same time, you're kind of doing a bag skate.
Right.
So what's funny about that is we talk about this obstacle course, and the very first year I was in business, I thought to myself, how can we end Fridays on a high? I want these kids buzzing into the weekend. So I come up with the obstacle course, and then we have 3 cross-ice games that we play, 3 different styles of cross-ice games. The kids love it. But the obstacle course, I was me and another guy named Martin Halinka. He was a Czech guy. He played for me when I was a coach, and we were teammates at Hershey. Very smart guy. So we put together this obstacle course where it incorporates forward skating, crossovers all the way around. Into the neutral zone, we have like 4 cones set up where it's edge work. Then you jump over a pad, so you got balance. And then you go backwards around the net, skate backwards, pivot forward halfway through, and go. So it has all of the elements that these kids have worked on all week long.
Yeah.
But they're not focusing on that.
Sure, focus on the game.
They're focused on the game. So they get to the end of this obstacle course, they're like, like they're just wiped out. But they just did all the things that we had practiced. They put into use.
Coaching, like Killian's teams or Madeline's teams, it's amazing now. I don't know if it was like this when we were when all of us were little kids, but you can't even threaten them with running anymore because and
punishment.
Not that I phrased it like that, but they don't mind it.
There's times where we used to have if the kid's not listening.
Yeah.
All right, 10 push-ups, or a wall sit for 30 seconds because you got to try and get control.
Sure.
We're doing it's a sports camp.
Right.
You're not gonna believe I started to get parents saying that little Johnny or little Susie, they feel singled out, and it's a form of bullying for them to.
Yeah, no, it's.
So I had to change, Anthony, just like we talked about
discipline
earlier.
and accountability.
Everything is always changing.
Yeah.
It's ever changing.
So not what I meant, but
Okay.
I could definitely see that. No,
Yeah.
I'll give you a very quick story here. So when I was coaching Madeline's softball team this past season, one of the girls, I was I had happened to just be at a hitting station, so I'm throwing the girls some pitches and stuff, and I'm always like, listen, if you want to learn, great. You want to be here, fantastic. If not, go ahead, go over there. Just don't interrupt the other girls. Well, one girl kept interrupting. And finally, I'm just like, so in gassers in football, you guys have bags. In baseball, it's poles. You run poles. Back and forth.
Got to get that lactic acid.
Yes, yes. So I was like, listen, I won't say the girl's name. She's great, but I was like, listen, I'm gonna have you run poles back and forth. She looked dead in my eyes. She goes, I don't care. I'm a soccer player. I like to run. I'm like,
Hey, Coach, this running's better than what you're running
Right,
now.
exactly. I don't have to listen to you. I'll run. No problem.
That's awesome.
All right, before we get to Marsh's What's Trending, we have your chance to score a pair of tickets for a 4-day pass for Major League Pickleball, sponsored by Stella Artois, next Thursday, July 17th through next Sunday, July 20th at Chaffetz Arena, hosted by the hometown St. Louis Shock. This event will be the largest indoor pro pickleball event ever. 101 listeners can also get a special discount on single-day and 4-day tickets by using the code WXOS. Find all the details and a bonus chance to win free tickets for Major League Pickleball at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 ESPN mobile app. Here is your trivia question for today. Earlier in the show, a handful of listeners were demanding that we apologize to one individual. Who is that individual? Who were some fans demanding that we, the Fast Lane, apologize to earlier today in the show? If you have the correct answer and you're the 101st texter to the Air Comfort Service text line, which is 314-399-9646, you'll get the pickleball tickets. Marshy, take it away.
Yes. Speaking of hockey, Justin Carbonneau, who was the Blues' first-round pick, went 19th overall in this year's NHL entry draft. He has decided to return and play in the QMJHL.
Oh, baby.
So, Jamie, what does that mean for Justin Carbonneau and the Blues for our listeners that may not know the implications of said decision?
Well, Andrew, I'm glad you asked. What this means is that he is eligible to come to training camp and give himself an opportunity to make this club. Had he went to college, you're now considered an amateur, and you're not. If you go to the NHL camp, you're basically foregoing college. So he would have to leave university or college hockey, which means he wouldn't be able to attend training camp had he picked college hockey. But because he picked going back to junior hockey, he gave himself an opportunity now to show out against NHL players. I don't think this decision was just the Carbonneau family. I think that Doug Armstrong, Jim Montgomery, Alex Steen, and Al McInnes and Tim Taylor probably sat down with the kid or his representatives and said, listen, we don't really know where this is going. We can't guarantee you a thing. But what we saw at development camp was a kid that is beyond what his peers were.
Yeah.
Now, how far beyond is he? We don't know. I haven't seen him line up against Braden Shen. I haven't seen him play against Toropchenko or Colton Parayko or these guys.
But we want to see it.
But I want to see it. Now, the decision is yours. Go back to the queue, go back to college, whatever it is. You know, we support you and whatever. Just let us know. And this kid now probably sat back with his mom, his dad, and his agent and whatever other family members he has and said, you know what? I think I can make this team. And if I don't think I can make it this year, I really think I can make it next year.
Yeah.
And he was one of the top Q players. He'll go back. He'll dominate again if he's not in the NHL. He might get those complimentary 9 games at the start of the season before the Blues have to make a final decision. All of this stuff is progress for this kid who was a man amongst children here at development camp.
And what does that say about the Blues scouting staff to find this guy at number 19 in the draft?
It's amazing because when I watched this kid at development camp, he's so far ahead of the other kids. How did the other scouts not see this? Like Army said something, I believe, I don't want to misquote anybody. Somebody of the Blues front office said that they had him like in the 12 to 13 range of where he might go. Then he was still available at 19. They're like, this is a no-brainer. I can't remember who said that. If I'm misspeaking, I apologize, but someone said something like that. And he showed up to development camp, little baby face, like, oh, cute little guy. He's out there throwing kids around, looking like Nick Tarnowski on the golf course.
Same thing. Beat me to it.
Bang!
Oh, man. I'm telling you, the punches weren't as impressive as when he threw him at least 7 to 8 yards in the air.
He threw him into the one lake and then almost threw him into the other lake on the other side of the driving.
Jeez.
But, yeah, that's what Justin Carbonneau looked like at development camp. So good for the young man. I'm always a big believer in go for it, man.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Marsh, you got anything else for us? So that wraps up What's Trending.
That will wrap up What's Trending, gentlemen.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we are at Centene Community Ice Center, the E&B Granite Studio for the Synergy Hockey Skills, led by our guy Jamie Rivers. So, what is the ideal lineup for the Blues on opening night? We're already at opening night.
That went fast.
It did. Not really, but what do we project for that lineup? That's next on 101 ESPN.
and one average Joe. You're listening to The Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center. It's 3:03. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Marsh excited about the Blues season already. He's fired up. So you threw it out there. Hey, what is the ideal lineup for the Blues on opening night? Never wrong with some rosterbation.
Oh,
You know? Right, guys?
What was that?
Rosterbation?
oh. He said something else.
Rosterbating?
I'm like puzzled as to how you
Trying
got
to
there.
bait us into
Ideal roster,
an ideal
construction,
roster.
ideal lineup.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take the bait.
If you're roster baiting, are you doing it on your own?
Not in this case.
Sounds like Marshy's.
we're not.
No, we're not in a
We're
circle.
not in a circle.
Oh, okay.
We're in a straight line.
We are. Yeah.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's more of a
More of a curve.
yeah.
A little bit of a curve.
Yeah.
It could be all right, too.
Who wants to go first?
Huh?
I'll start us off.
Yeah, Marshy.
All right, well, I'm looking at the first line. I think the first line for the Blues is set. You have Pavel Buchnevich at the left wing.
Oh, boy.
Robert Thomas at center. Jimmy Snuggerud right wing. I think the second
you're
line.
wrong.
No.
Booch won't play left wing.
Okay, well, then flip it. I'm just looking
there's
at
no
daily
wrong way-
face-off
guys, there's
depth
no
chart.
wrong-
Well, then
way to do
Frank
this.
should know that Pavel Buchnevich won't play left wing.
Jamie, you keep telling me all the time that these guys really don't know what they're doing.
You're right. But don't you follow him. You're
All right,
better
my
than
bad.
that.
My bad. Anyways, the first line, I believe, is set. The second line is where the question marks, I think, you can go either way with Braden Shen or Pius Suter.
I'm going
on that.
Schenner.
You're going Shen. I would like to see that line start the season off just based on what we saw from last year in the production.
I don't think you can't.
Right.
Like, based on where they were as a line until Dylan Holloway got hurt, like, if I'm Jim Montgomery, I'm like, let's just see what we got here. I'm not going to worry about this. You know you've got Pius Suter that you can always elevate if you want to.
For sure.
Or Dvorsky, depending on how he shows up to camp. But right now, I'm giving the captain every opportunity between those flying wingers.
Agreed.
Good job, Anthony. Your third line?
My third line would probably consist of...
This is a tough one. I sewered you on this one.
Yeah.
It was a trick question.
All right, why don't we go
You never want to
with-
be last.
No,
No,
don't.
no, you don't. That's for sure.
All right, so who's centering this line? Is that...
I think it's Suter, Pius
Okay.
Suter. So 24, because that's the number he's won his entire career, Anthony.
And we learned that in the Gauntlet,
Yeah.
actually.
Not 44.
Is Sundqvist going to be, the fourth line center then?
I don't know. This is up to you.
What is your ideal lineup, Anthony?
I think that
It's in Florida.
this has Jake Neighbors on the left wing. It has Pius Suter in the middle, and I think that Nick Bjugstad's going to get an opportunity to play the right wing on this line.
Deal.
I think. Now, it'll also depend on Matthew Joseph, Texier, what they show out as in camp, because those guys carry a heavier price tag than Nick Bjugstad does. And their upside, at least Texier's upside, is higher than Bjugstad.
Well, and don't forget, we just mentioned him, Justin Carbo.
Old Carbo.
Could he fit into this lineup, and where would he fit in? Would he be a fourth liner, or would he be a third liner?
I think if you're going to have a young player like that, he has to play third line, like Robert Thomas did with Bozak and Maroon that first year. And let's not forget about Dalibor Dvorsky.
Yeah.
Doug Armstrong on record saying, now that we have all of these center icemen, we can dabble with Dvorsky on the wing. So that third line, Anthony, we sewered you on that because there's 100 different possibilities.
Well,
I think the fourth line is going to be pretty
why we talk it out.
explanatory. I think we've got Torpo, Sonny, and Walker. I think that's going to be etched in stone. I think that almost emulates exactly what you had last year with Foxa there.
And this is opening night, too, so things obviously could change throughout the season based on injuries, based on play, based on opportunities.
Yep.
But for opening night, I can totally see that being a fourth line, especially with Sundqvist's tenure here.
Yeah.
I don't see, and some people might not want him in the lineup, but I just don't see him not being in the
He
lineup.
plays so good defensively. He's physical. He'll block shots. It's literally the right-handed shot Radek Foxa.
I know we're excited, but do you...
What's your problem? I see it in your face right now. You're about to go negative on me.
Well, it's not negative. It's an honest question.
So negative.
Do you really see Carbonneau making the team?
I don't.
Okay.
But I'd like to. You know what, Anthony? I like to dream.
Sure,
Okay.
well, that's what I said. I know we're having fun.
I like to dream.
Guys, we have a problem. I know Anthony.
I like to Atlanta dream too.
I know you mentioned this Pew Suter being number 24, Anthony. He can't be because that's Bernie Federer's number.
Federer's, yeah.
Right.
I know. I
Which
don't know
is
why
why
you
I
said
said
that.
44.
Yeah. That won't help him either.
Crap.
Yeah, I don't know what Pew Suter's going to be. Who knows?
Well, Anthony, what number do you want him to be?
Oh, boy. No, don't ask him that.
It can't start with a 6.
Well, hey, that 6 is a hell of a number.
Well, it can't end with a 9.
But Broby's got mine.
For Pew Suter, I don't know. How about a solid 28?
Do we have a 28? No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Carlo Koliakovo?
That's
Todd Reardon?
There are certain numbers in sports that fit the position that they play. You see it a lot, and obviously in football.
Yeah.
But you make the argument in hockey too. I don't know if 28 is a great forward number.
Claude Giroux.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
But what I was thinking was, like, I want some of the cooler numbers to be reserved for the young Blues that they draft.
That's
so,
fair.
Well, Suter's not that old.
like, who's got 9? It used to be Sam
Texie
Blais.
is number 9 right now.
Yeah.
So I like 9.
9's good.
Like 34.
34
Reed Lowe.
could work.
Reed
I mean,
Lowe.
that's
34. He's not-
Matthews' number.
Whose number?
Austin Matthews.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to be 34.
So that was my thinking.
Number
of giving-
20 is available-ish.
How do you feel about that?
He would
though?
have to ask you, though.
And Steiner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this-
Steiner never asked me either. I'm still a little pissed about that.
Yeah.
At least he could have done is bought me, I don't
Do
know,
you-
something from IKEA.
but you.
This is a great text from the 314. Easy peasy. Put them in 22 and keep the Ryan Suter jerseys out of the clearance rack.
Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
That's a good idea.
20 is
yeah.
a good. 20 is a solid number. I mean, I know Brandon Saad had it before, but,
But do you more identify with 6?
6. Yeah, I
okay.
spent almost 7 years here as number 6.
That was your first number.
First number, yeah. That's the one Jimmy Roberts gave me. You ever tell you that story?
Yes.
I was like, who the hell gave me number 6? What an awful number. He's like, I gave it to you. I'm like, well, okay. Why? He goes, because that's the number I wore, and I want you to wear it. I was like, so I love this number.
Some of the best players in the world had 2 numbers.
Yeah,
It's true.
Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant.
Guys, I know you're trying to consider, put me in that category,
Yeah,
and I
no, we do.
appreciate it. Some people would say that it's an automatic, but
Yeah.
I'd like to be humble.
Sure.
Thank you.
What number did you want? I'm a big number
So,
guy too.
I was
Yeah.
number
I love-
8
you know.
in junior.
Okay.
And it worked for me. Obviously, I had a tremendous amount of success in junior wearing number 8, so I won number 8. But Barclay Plager, his number was retired here. So I was like, can't do that. So how do I get there? 24, 2 times 4. Nope, Bernie Federko, can't do that. So I was like, ooh, 4 times 2. 42. So I was my first number was 42.
Okay.
With the Blues. Played my first games as number 42. And I walked in one day and it was number 6. I'm like, it can't be 6. And that's
awesome, though.
4 plus 2, though,
Yeah.
equals 6.
Yeah,
go.
but not 8.
It's true.
Either way. What number? Okay, so let's play the number game real quick.
Yeah.
I'll throw out a number. You guys
I like this.
You guys,
This
you
is
guys
like the
first,
mascot game.
You got to first
First player?
player
You
that
think
comes
of.
to the mind.
What sport?
Hockey or what?
Any
Yeah, it
sport?
could be any sport.
Okay.
Here's a layup. 23.
LeBron.
Michael. Are you at what? Go. Goodbye.
Okay, maybe not a layup. 21.
Patrick Berglund.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You just said first person that comes in mind,
Yeah,
so I
no,
said
I know.
LeBron. He's
Yeah.
a current
Yeah.
player.
You're
I said-
Now he doesn't wear number
I say
23
Dion.
anymore, but
You're Kay Lume.
Really? 21?
I don't know why that just popped in my head. He was a defenseman with the Vancouver Canucks.
Okay.
You're Kay Lume.
I was going Dion.
give us a more obscure number.
All right.
I drew a blank, which one I could have said Snuggerud for fuck's sake.
88.
Patrick Kane.
Eric Lindros.
Michael Irvin.
I think he's all football.
I know.
Well, you guys are all hockey. Let's
Phil
see.
Maton.
50.
Jordan Binnington.
Adam Wainwright.
I was thinking Bennington. That's right. Wayne was 52. He's got the poster and everything.
No, he does, for sure.
I did. I had the milk
The
poster.
puzzle.
Hit a what?
The milk poster. You know, you put it up on your up on your
Why
on
would
your
you have
wall.
a
They
bottle
got
of
the,
milk on your wall?
No, it's you know what I'm talking about.
Got milk.
The Got Milk
Yeah.
posters.
He milked a poster, he's saying.
That's not what
With
I said.
Wayno? Got issues.
All right, you know what? I have the puzzle. We'll just leave it at the puzzle.
All right, fair enough.
Well, you had the puzzle.
The puzzle.
Jeremy says 15.
Oh, that's Robbie Fabry.
Marty Reisner.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, what did that guy ever do?
A lot.
Who is that?
All right, did we finish the ideal
No,
lineup?
Anthony got stuck on the third line.
We're on the defense core. We know the defense
Yeah,
is going to
go
be
ahead.
Defense is going to be
Fowler,
insane.
Parayko, Broberg, Falk, Mayu, and Tucker. There we go.
All right. Do we have a lineup yet, boys?
Oh, I don't know.
Any tip-offs?
I haven't been looking today because
know.
I don't.
Grant.
You're playing
Grant,
today,
is the
so-
lineup out or not?
Grant, give us a
Lineup is out. It's been out for a while, actually.
Oh, all right. So
Oh, hang on a second. I'm being called out by. Oh, I did tell the story. Big Haas, my son, is here in the studio.
Yeah.
And when I was talking about the numbers, he goes, "Tell." Of course, your kids call you out, right? He goes, "You were 42 first, bro. Tell the full story."
you know, Big Hoss, I did ask him. So that was your first number. He said 6, yes, but and then he backtracked and
I
said,
did.
so 42 is my first number. I'm like, you lying son of a-"
That just must be a thing. Like whenever you're around us, you just tune out for like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
it just
it
happens. It happens.
It certainly does. All right, well, lineup game is next on 101 ESPN.
Now back to 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
Cardinals are opening a new series tonight against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch, 7:15 at Busch Stadium. Matthew Liberatore will go against Grant Holmes. And Grant Holmes, gentlemen, is a right-hander. So,
RHP.
Play our lineup game, shall we, boys?
Yeah, I don't think we need to change things here at the top, do we?
Nope.
All right, show us Brendan Donovan.
Look at that guy. Vibrant, handsome, hair.
All right. Mason Wynn here, boys.
Yes.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Duncan! Bring me that arm!
Marshy, go ahead.
Well, do you think we're rolling back the same exact lineup as yesterday?
He put up 8 runs.
Yeah, so Burley here.
And it's an RHP.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with Alec Superstar and St. Louis Burleson.
I thought I told you I'm a star.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet!
All right. Jamie?
This guy got Anthony a home run.
Yes, he did.
Last night. Show us Wilson Contreras, please.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Okay. I think this is Nolan Arenado again.
Yeah.
Would you roll that back out there, Marshy?
I thought Arenado was 6th yesterday.
Yeah,
this was Newt.
Whoa.
Newt, Arenado, Gorman. Pozo's probably not catching again, so it's probably going to be Pajes.
Yeah, okay, then go ahead.
Newt.
You want to go Newt here?
Yeah.
Newt, there it is.
Show us Lars Nootbaar.
International superstar!
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
Now, show us
Nolan Arenado.
A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing.
Do we think it's Gorman here? I think it's Gorman.
I think it's Gorman as well. Yeah.
Show us Nolan Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit! Dingers!
Dingers!
And then I agree with Marsh. I think it's Pajes.
Pedro Pajes. And then Victor Scott?
Yep.
All right, show us Pedro Pajes.
Smithers, throw this at him.
You're out!
Maybe.
And then Victor Scott. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Show us Victor Scott.
Run, run, run
Yes.
as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Jamie left you hanging.
Jamie missed the.
What happened?
I was like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just doing like, yeah. Like, are you not entertained? What was I supposed to do? Do that again?
I shook his hand.
supposed to do this? That weird?
Yes.
That weird one like that?
Yeah.
Yes. Unbreakable
But
chain.
if I go lefty, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is, but that's all right. Either way, I
I
just
think
wanted.
we should change it up. From now on, whenever we meet somebody, we should go left-handed.
Oh, that'll.
Let's see how long it'll take for it to catch on.
Oh, wow.
When they go like that, and then you, like, if you put out your right hand and I put out my left hand. No, yeah. Like this. But would I shake it like that?
I don't think so. All right, Grant.
Kind of weird.
Grant Francis is back in our studios. Grant, go ahead and run that thing.
All right, so leading off tonight at second base, we've got Brendan Donovan. After him, batting second, Mason Wynn at short. Alec Burleson's in right field tonight. Wilson Contreras at first. Batting fifth, Lars Nootbaar in left. Batting sixth at third, Nolan Arenado. Seventh tonight at DH, Nolan Gorman. Catching is Pedro Pajes. And rounding it out tonight in center field, Victor Scott II.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right, Marsh.
Hey, Anthony got a couple more points last
got
night.
2 points last night.
Yeah, Jamie's still at 19, Carey at 13. Anthony, you're at 9 now, and I am at 6.
All right, I'm going back with my guy Burley. At some point, it's got to pay off for me.
Okay.
Carey's obviously going with Pedro Pajes, right?
Okay, I knew there was no chance Carey'd send it in
No,
today.
I think he's a Victor Scott guy.
He does like
He
Victor
likes
Scott.
Victor Scott.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Please give me Nolan Gorman, please.
That's a good call, too.
Thank you. Give me Nolan Gorman.
I'm going to go with Lars Nootbaar tonight.
The Newt.
The Newt.
All right. Grant, if you're still around, you want to throw one out there for the crowd?
Yeah, why not? Did anybody take Pedro Pajes?
No, we left that for you, buddy.
He'll be my guy tonight.
All right. All right.
Well, there you have it. All right. So that's your lineup game again tonight.
So,
Cardinals and Braves.
Cardinals got the Braves. Braves, by the way, let me down big time last night. Had them against the Athletics. The Athletics.
You said it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we got the Braves in town to play the Cardinals for 3. I don't know what either team is, to be honest. I don't know what the Cardinals truly are, and I don't know what the Braves are.
I know what the Braves are. A massive disappointment.
Well, yeah, but they also still have a roster that could absolutely smack you around if all things are clicking.
So, what do you do if you're the Braves? Because you signed all these young guys. You have to kind of stay the course, right?
You could offload those guys easy. Like if you're the Cardinals,
but why would you want to?
Well, you don't want. Well,
you know what I mean. That's my question.
There was a lot of talk surrounding Ronald Acuna Jr. Of them offloading him. I forget why. Somebody talked about injuries, this, that, the other.
Yeah,
whatever.
he's been really banged up.
But like if you said, "Hey, the phone's on for Ronald Acuna Jr.," I think almost every team would call and kick the tires and say, well, what do you want?
Yeah.
If you're the Cardinals and Acuna's available, what would you give? Because you have to, like, if you're acquiring a player like that, just like when we talk about NHL trades, if you're acquiring a player like that, it's to add him to a group that you think he's going to spike the group. So you can't give them, like, you wouldn't be able to trade Herrera and win for Acuna because now what are we doing here?
If I were the Cardinals, I would probably send them. If I'm the Cardinals, I'd probably end up sending them a text and say, "Hey, we're not interested."
Oh. Yeah, I agree. I know where you're going with this.
Would you like to expand upon it?
I want pitching, so I don't want.
Marshy's got a strategy.
I'm not giving up. If I'm giving up pieces, I'm giving up pieces for pitching.
And what do they need?
They need pitching. So.
We got Fetty, we got Mikolas, Mats for you guys. Take all 3.
Yeah. Braves, did you see the way Mikolas threw last night? Huh? He looked really good in your rotation.
But honestly, though, I know the price is actually okay. Like his salary, because of when he signed it, the contract is fine.
Yeah. That's why too. I understand what you're floating it out there, right? And I've seen it too. I've seen where the Braves may have Ronald Acuna on the trade block. But what you just said about his salary being so affordable, he's making 17 this year, 17 next year, club option for 17 in 2027, and a club option for 2028 at 17.
Miles Mikolas makes 17.
That is nothing for Ronald Acuna. So I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him from the Braves, and I'm trying to find pitching.
So how would this be any different? Except for the player being, in my opinion, better than Marcell Ozuna. Would you be essentially doing the same thing you did when you acquired Marcell Ozuna, giving up
I think Acuna's
future...
a better player.
Yes, he is a better player.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just...
Does that entice you because he is a better player, or do you want the Cardinals to not do it because they would then be going through the exact same thing they did when they got rid of Gallen and Alcantara?
You know, it's an interesting question. It's an interesting way to phrase it. You know, it's you're revisiting history here, Marsh. But for me, it is as simple as I want pitching. So I'm not giving up assets.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Acuna.
Do you want pitching?
You know, Jamie, it's fascinating. Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, fine. Take your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you ask that question in the Sports Six Pack.
Okay. Yeah. Which is coming up next.
Yeah.
So if you have a question for us, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646, and we'll have your question answered. Sports Six Pack next in the Fast Line.
My buddy Derek Stevens over at Circa Sports Las Vegas, he has done it again. Every year they've got great contests going on, and right now there's rolling back with Circa Million and Circa Survivor. 21 million in guaranteed prizes, and there's no rake. What that means is if entries go above the guarantee, all that extra money right back in the prize pool. Now, you got to be in Nevada at the Circa Sportsbook to register for these contests. You have until September 6th at 2 p.m. to get that done. But once you do, download the Circa Sports Illinois app from the website or the App Store, and you can manage everything from there. And not only can you manage the contest, you can place all of your bets right there in the palm of your hand. And they've got the best odds of any app that's out there. Check it out. Double check that. I promise you the best odds, which means the bigger payouts available for you, and there's also high betting limits. So please, all of that action is brought to you by Circa Sports, so please don't miss out on any of it. Download the app, bet like a pro, and don't miss all the excitement. So please, get involved right now. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Greg Francis here with a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Last night, the Cardinals wrapped up their series with the Washington Nationals as they won 8-1 over Washington, who they took 2 of 3 from in that series. Cardinals now 50-44 on the season, and they'll look to build on that tonight as they welcome in the Atlanta Braves for a 3-game set at Busch Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:15. It'll be Matthew Liberatore going up against Grant Holmes. I'm Grant Francis. The Sports Center update's been brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Buckle up. This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is refreshed by the Finnish Long Drink, Finland's best-kept secret. A sparkling citrus beverage made with real liquor. Visit thelongdrink.com. Must be 21 years of age or older. Drink responsibly.
All right, part one of the Sports Six-Pack is right now. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. If you have a question for us, please send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Grant, question one, please.
Question number one.
All right, gentlemen, I actually have a question before we get to the text line for you two because I went through a situation last night and I wanted to get your advice on it for future, for future purposes, of course. So last night I go and see the new Superman movie. First night, saw it in IMAX. I'm sitting down with 2 buddies, and there's someone literally right next to us who is like yelling.
What?
Yelling during like the action scenes, like, woo, yeah, and laughing hysterically out loud at all of the jokes that are in the movie.
Okay.
To the point where people behind us and in front of us and to the side of us are like, dude, shut up.
Did anybody say anything?
People said stuff, but he just kept doing it, right? What would you do in that situation if you were sitting right there? Like, what is proper movie etiquette?
So, honestly, I think, look, nobody wants to have a problem at the movie theater, right? You're there because you want to enjoy the film, whether you're with your girlfriend, your wife, your children, your friends, whatever it is. You're not there for a bar fight. Like, you're just not. And some people have no concept of being in public. They just don't. They're the people that talk on speakerphone in the middle of like an area on speakerphone, bringing you into their conversation. At the restaurant, they're yelling on their phone, talking loud, like they just have no self-awareness. The way I would handle that is, I think that after the first couple of, hey, calm down, hey, shh, and he doesn't listen, you just go out and you find an employee of the theater, and you say, hey, man, just come in, stand just over here, and watch. This guy's he's yelling nonstop. It's making the experience unenjoyable for everyone around him. And then you've passed it on to the employee who should be handling it properly. And usually when that happens, like the conflict then isn't person to person.
Yeah.
It's now the company saying, hey, look, hey,
right.
We know you're having a great time. It is a great movie, but, people around you, like, just take it down.
Yeah.
And if he gets to be almost said something else there. If he gets to be an a-hole.
If he gets to be a Arizona Diamondback about it.
Then you just boot him.
Okay, yeah.
Give him his money back, too.
And I would have done that, but I didn't want to miss any of the movie. I don't want to take 5 to 10 minutes and miss a part of the movie.
Well, then, if that's the case, if you really don't want to miss the movie, then you have to be the one to be like, hey, dude. And then what happens is you put yourself in the direct line of confrontation, which, not that you care, because, like, I don't care about I know you find this difficult to believe. I don't mind confrontation, okay? But I also don't want to cause a scene or make it unenjoyable, too, because even if you're the guy that doesn't mind confrontation, then you're ruining it for the people around you because now the confrontation has happened.
Right.
So now I'm just as much a part of the problem as I am the solution.
Very true.
That's why I try to delegate that to a neutral party.
Yeah, Jamie, I probably would do the same thing as you, or you start off with like, hey man, I'm trying it. Hey buddy,
bro, awesome movie.
You're not aware. Yeah, you might not be aware of it, but dude, you're loud, and I can't watch the movie because I'm distracted by you.
Well, was Rachel with you?
No. It was me and a couple buddies, and at the end of it, he actually turned to my buddy. It was like if I was sitting where I'm at right now, my buddy is right next to me, and you are the guy that's screaming. Mind you, we're in an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big theater. Everybody could hear him. But then at the end of the movie, he turned to my buddy and said, hey, sorry, I could get a little bit loud. But he said it after the fact. And his friends that he was with was like, he does that sometimes.
No self-awareness.
Yeah.
Well, or he is, because he did apologize. I don't know. Maybe you do got to punch him.
No, I don't think you do that, because then what happens, and then you're the bad guy.
Hey, the movie theater's dark, though. Maybe knock him out.
Well, you could just drag him out there.
Yeah.
It's still, either way, I don't advise it. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
By the way, food for thought here, guys. I was at the Jurassic movie.
Yeah, Jurassic World.
I saw, the Superman movie and all these cool types of movies that are coming out. How long until they show, like, the next blockbuster movie at the Sphere in Las Vegas? And they have it to where, like, Superman flies from here, like right over you in the theater.
Wow. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Or the dinosaurs.
Or the dinosaurs.
Like,
yeah.
How sick would that be?
That would be.
I was sitting in the theater, and I was like the big screen, you like it, even the IMAX, like, ooh.
I guess the closest thing would be the OmniMax theater.
Yeah.
But imagine if you had to, you could look behind you, like you heard the dinosaur behind you, and you got to look behind you, and all of a sudden it runs across, I think that'd be kind of sick.
That would be awesome.
They did something similar.
Hey, Vegas, call me.
When I was younger, the Wild Thornberrys movie, where you could smell everything that was happening.
No, that's what your parents told you. They were just ripping farts.
Oh.
Look at the little one pooped her pants. How do you know? Well, you can smell it, Marshy.
Jamie, come on.
I was actually the one that pooped my pants.
Oh boy.
All right, question 2.
Question number 2.
From 636, with NIL changing the college sports landscape, do you see more young hockey players choosing to go play college hockey? And will that help people be able to learn about and follow new upcoming prospects?
I don't know if it helps people follow new upcoming prospects. I think that the internet's a wonderful tool that you can follow kind of whatever the heck you want. Junior teams have their own TV network that they use. The American League has their own TV network. College hockey has their networks. But I will say this, I'm a big advocate. I am. I think that the kids who go play junior hockey are far more prepared to play pro hockey once they're ready, like after 2 years of college hockey, than they would be after 4 years of junior. So, and the reason being is you're older, too. For the most part, the kids are older. You go through high school, you're graduating, 18? Going into college at 18/19, somewhere in there. Whereas junior hockey, like your junior hockey career is over at 20. And you can be 22, 23, 24 playing college hockey. And some kids don't go right from high school to college hockey. They actually go play junior hockey in the NAHL or USHL in the States till they're 20. Then they go to college, get 4 years of college. So when they leave college at 23, 24, they're men.
Yeah.
And college hockey, because of the way the schedule is, where it's Friday, Saturday only the games, you have all week where you're training. Nutrition is spot on. Your training regimen spot on. You're bigger, faster, stronger. Like all of these things, video and like.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's going to be good for young players that are looking to make that jump into the NHL as fast as they can.
By the way, my wife Kristen's listening.
Oh, hi, Kristen.
Oh, hey.
Should tell Jamie the Wizard of Oz is starting at the Sphere.
Yeah!
In
They
August.
stole my idea already?
Yes. So,
wow.
Yep. They're, by the way, my daughter Madeline was at Girl Scout camp, overnight Girl Scout camp for the entire week. Kristen and Killian just picked her up.
How'd she do?
She wanted McDonald's right away.
She have any tattoos? Any prison tats?
We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know the update, but we love you, Mads. Glad that glad that you made it. You're good.
Good job, honey.
I don't know who she roughed up while she was out there, but she's already making demands as soon as she got in the car. So our girl Madeline's back. So
this
is
is
Sphere.
And Ashley must be listening too right now. And she says, by the way, Jamie, take your Kansas girlfriend with you to see it.
Wichita.
Yeah, Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah,
home of the Shockers.
Yeah, the Shockers. I told Ashley I was telling him about my Shockers hat yesterday.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to wear it today.
I did, but I'm going to do a thing.
Yeah, you don't want to confuse the branding with Synergy Hockey, of course.
We do not want to cross brand that.
Question number 3.
Fairmont Park next Saturday. Join Nelly for food, drinks, fashion, and the Nelly Stakes. Free admission.
One thing about Calgary and Thompson, and this is the important
Go Yard all baseball season long with Underdog's Champions Game. Underdog is one of the fastest growing sports game apps, and you can play right now in our state, Missouri. It's simple, it's fast, built for fans who want to test their sports knowledge in real time. Their app has over 100,000 five-star reviews and millions of users. People are playing everywhere and winning big. Here's how it works. Playing Underdog, easy. Just pick a player, decide whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, like home runs, strikeouts, total bases, and more. That's it. If your entry is correct, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. That means you could turn a single dollar into 1,000 just by getting a few picks right. And they've got they got baseball, they got football, they've got basketball, they've got even golf, NASCAR, some of the other sport. I'm sure they've got CFL football if you wanted Underdog. So just download the Underdog app, sign up with my promo code Anthony to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That promo code is Anthony. Must be 18 plus and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See underdogfantasy.com/web/deposit-terms. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Now back to 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the ENB Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is refreshed by the Finnish Long Drink, Finland's best-kept secret. A sparkling citrus beverage made with real liquor. Visit thelongdrink.com. Must be 21 years of age or older. Drink responsibly.
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties. Apparently, Jamie mentioned the Wichita Shockers, and somebody pulled the plug on us.
Yeah, I think Tommy.
They finally said that's enough.
And Marshall ran in and unplugged us in the station.
The Snake Pit. Which, sorry guys, I know we haven't always mentioned you today.
It's harder when we're here.
It's hard when we're on Centene to look at the YouTube chat because we're on our laptops as opposed to just having it right in front of us in the studio. But there's some funny mentions. Our guy John Scores is gonna join us in the 4 o'clock at 4 o'clock for the Gauntlet. John says it's like when the cop unplugged everything while Forrest was talking. There's another funny one. Our guy Splashback Dew says Grant takes the clock seriously. Hard out at 3:41 means hard out at 3:41.
Seriously, Grant.
Hilarious.
My God.
Well, what's funny is that, to be honest, I was not listening to you guys because I was podcasting something. I know, hard to believe. But I had no idea what happened. I thought you guys maybe through to the next question. So I hit question 3, and it breathed for about 5 seconds before I realized.
Well, we heard that, and then Jamie
I actually had a question.
Literally asked a question, so it was kind of perfect, so we kept rolling with it. But anyways, all right. Go ahead, Grant. I think we're on, I think we're on question
3.
3.
No one heard the third question.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go 3, yeah.
Do we repeat the question?
If you want.
All right, so what's your take on the Wicked movies? We're talking about The Wizard of Oz. I love The Wizard of Oz, honestly. But these Wicked movies, they're branches or tentacles of the original, and I just don't know if I get it.
Well, okay, so you know how I feel about musicals.
By the way, what's the one with Hugh Jackman?
That is The Greatest Showman.
That one's good.
That was incredible.
That was really
My
good.
daughter Trojan horsed that on me the other day. She was like, "Oh, I think this is going to be great." Ashley's like, "No, I think you'll like it," and I loved it.
The kids like that one. I was good with that one. I mean, hey, come on, it's Hugh Jackman,
and it's P.T. Barnum. Like it's actually, it's a real story ish.
It's cool.
Yeah,
like that was fun.
All right, so
I watched the Newsies not too long ago. That has Christian Bale in it.
Is that good?
It was, yeah. I mean, I liked it.
So no. Okay. All right. I can read Marsh. That's a no.
I liked it.
Trying to be nice.
Rachel's listening.
I liked it. I liked it.
All right, so Marsh,
but we went to we saw Wicked at the
Fox.
The Fox, and for me, it's it drags on a little bit, but I give it an A+ for creativity. It's a different spin.
What about all of them, though?
Like the movies, no. Like the movie, we're like, why are we doing this?
Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I
You
saw the
didn't like
first.
it?
I saw the first part, and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything that is that different from the play.
Like, give me something more.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I find it weird.
I'm okay with the branch offs. This one is okay. I don't know if we needed to cut it in half here. We got a part 1 and a part 2.
Well, that's how it is in the musical. You have a break.
Yeah,
Plus, it's more money.
Well, we know why. I should rephrase. We know why it's cut in 2, but
whoa.
Anyways, all right. Question 4, please.
Question number 4.
All right, from the 3-1-4, what is the most irrelevant Big Four sports franchise? Not the one that always sucks, but the one you simply forget exists when you hear them brought up.
Oh, let's do this for each sport because I love this question.
So I think of the Colorado Rockies immediately. Like, I know you want to say the A's, but the A's are actually talked about more than you think because of the bad ownership, the Vegas thing. I forget if the Rockies are an American League team or a National League team. That's how much. I'm not joking. I have to stop and think about it. That's how irrelevant the Rockies are to me.
That's a good one for baseball.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Honestly, like, what about the Nationals though? No Juan Soto, no Bryce Harper.
They won.
Are they talked about?
They got Paul DeYoung
fairly recently.
That is
he got a hit last night.
I mean, the Rockies are a good one, but the Rockies had some really good years.
I know, but I forget about them now.
Yeah.
I got to go with the Rockies, too, as far as being just completely irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. All right, NBA.
This one should be a little easier for us. I think the Portland Trailblazers.
No. What
are they?
Well, they had Dame Lillard for a while.
Clyde Drexler, but
what about the Utah Jazz?
No,
because they had the
Ryan
mailman.
Smith,
They had
the owner there.
Okay, but if we're using now though, that's what the prerequisite was.
I know,
2 seconds ago.
Right, but
yeah, but I think they're
just irrelevant. You just forget about them. I can't forget about the Jazz because of
the Washington Wizards. I don't think go very often.
That's
a good one.
And
I mean, you have the Charlotte Hornets.
The New Orleans Pelicans are a team that I didn't even know existed.
It's got to be the It's got to be the Pels.
Pelicans.
Not the
Go Pelicans.
What about Sacramento?
The Flamingos.
Yeah. They're not great, but
I think you nailed it.
The Pelicans for me is like it's terrible.
It sounds like half the league you could name.
We're not very big basketball people.
NHL.
Ooh. NHL would be like the Ducks were pretty bad. Even the Hurricanes were bad for a while. Even though that's a good team, people are like, "Who?"
Can I say a name and this may sound weird because they are a new team.
The Kraken.
What about the Seattle Kraken?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
They're not the Vegas Golden Knights.
No, they don't have the star power. They don't have the Vegas power behind it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be the right answer.
Like you could
and
maybe
Seattle's a terrible place downtown. It's an awful place to visit.
Like you could say the Blue Jackets, but like part of the question was it's not a team that always sucks. The Blue Jackets are slightly talked about, though.
They've been talked about for several reasons. Not all great.
Absolutely.
They've had some things that have happened in Columbus. In fact, to highlight a couple here, I was thinking about this the other day. It's really been a lot of tragedy in that organization.
Yeah.
They're the first arena where a little girl died because she got hit in the head with a puck, which led to the netting behind now.
Yeah.
Right.
Then they had the goaltender who jumped in front of Elvis Merzlikins and his girlfriend to block them from fireworks that went stray.
That's right.
And he passed away. And then obviously the Johnny Gaudreau situation. Like, they've had some stuff in Columbus. So, not positive and not celebrating it by any means, but they've been in the news.
Yeah,
like, they're a team that exists, unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Right. NFL, I got one.
Ooh.
And if I go through like the divisions in my head, I will always forget a team from this division, and it's usually this one.
Can I try and guess the division?
Absolutely.
All right, so it's not obviously the AFC. It's not the AFC East. It's not the AFC North.
No.
Not the AFC West.
It's the AFC South.
Is it the AFC South?
Yes.
Bingo. Okay, so you have probably
the Titans.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
If I'm like AFC East, right? Like Patriots, Jets, Bills, Dolphins.
Yeah.
AFC, North. Of course, you got the Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Ravens. AFC West, you got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Raiders, the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders.
The Panthers are pretty bad too.
Who am I forgetting?
Broncos.
Yeah. The Carolina
If I
Panthers.
get the AFC South, I always trip up.
It's both of the Souths.
Yeah.
NFC South, AFC South, because you got the Panthers who are terrible.
Yeah, but people talk about them because they're terrible. Same with the Browns, though. The Browns are a hot topic.
A lot of action around that owner, too, in Carolina.
The NFL is definitely a lot harder to get this answer because everyone loves talking about the NFL.
And there's so few games, too, that every game is so highlighted.
And when the teams are bad, they're really bad. They're the Browns or the Jets.
You're talking about them.
You're talking about them. Like if somebody said the Falcons being irrelevant, I could see that.
Yeah, but
more so now. No, because everybody's dogging on them.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, question 5, please.
Question number 5.
All right. So we had a question that I had found, and I just found it. Okay, from the 636. Something I was wondering and wanted to get your guys' opinion. Do you think the fact that Pozo was catching last night had any effect in Miles Mikolas having a better performance? Do you think that Oli is making his catcher decisions based on who is pitching each game?
Well, it's tough to say because just, a week to 10 days ago, we were talking about how Oli and the staff were raving about how Pages calls a game, and Sonny Gray gave up one hit, and the hit he gave up was when he didn't listen to Pages. So
Right. I would say no.
I don't think Pages is the next Yadier Molina by any means, the way he's calling the game, but I don't think that Oli is setting up his catchers based upon that.
No, and look to the nature of the question, there are teams that will do that.
Yeah.
Like for example, the Yankees had Kyle Higgy, they called him.
Yeah,
Higashioka, who he was like the personal catcher for Garrett Cole. Right, like teams will do that, but I don't think that's the case here.
I don't either.
Because
I think
Jamie's
Pozo
point,
was more because it was a lefty on the bump.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get that guy swinging and everything.
Yeah, and he hit a home run in Chicago, and he's got a little pop to him. Yeah. Question 6, please.
Question number 6.
All right, gentlemen. Actually, real quick here, Anthony. You have to decide who this question is for in terms of the team from St. Louis. From the 314, do you guys think we will make the playoffs? And there's no Cardinals or Blues. It's just we, because we're all a part of the team. What team do you think they are talking about?
I think they're talking about the Cardinal Rallies.
Gotcha. Okay, so do you think the Cardinals will make the playoffs?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, good.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. On to the Gauntlet, right?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Gauntlet. Next.
What? What do you got?
yourself in. You're in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 4 warriors, 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Jamie Rivers and Anthony Stalter. I'm Andrew Marsh, as these two were just checking the time tonight to see how much time we have for the Clear It Camp, gentlemen.
That's
Did
right.
we figure anything out?
Ice available right now, Anthony.
There is ice available. That's good to know.
Rent it.
Yeah. I was checking out the specs on the rotary girders, and
yeah,
looks like we got plenty of space for the Clear It Camp.
Perfect. That's why we sent you out there.
Yeah, but we have John Scores back for round 2 of the Gauntlet after he beat me yesterday. What's up, John?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. So you are back. Again, congratulations from yesterday. Would you like to take on Marsh or Jamie today?
Let's go with Mr. Rivers today.
Oh, all right.
Jamie, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I am out of here.
All right, John, go ahead and tell our guy Grant Francis back at the studio to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Grant.
All right, John, what are we hoping for?
Not hockey.
Anything but hockey. Grant?
All right, well, I feel like we haven't had this one in a while. Today it is random.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
Good. How you feel about that, man?
50-50, we'll see.
Okay. All right, John, you're going to get 4 questions, all random today against Jamie. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Question 1. Can you tell us the official state flower of Mississippi?
I think the magnolia flower. Final answer.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Martha Stewart started her catering business in 1973 from her basement in Westport. In which of the New England states does one find the town of Westport?
Give me the options.
Options are Vermont, New Hampshire, or Connecticut.
Let's just go with New Hampshire. Final answer.
All right, John, question 3. In 2005, Disney released a family-friendly revamp of its beloved Herbie franchise. Who starred as the main human character in Herbie Fully Loaded?
I think that was Lindsay Lohan. Final answer.
And question number 4. Name the British media executive who recently stepped down as Vogue magazine's editor-in-chief. She had served in that position since 1988. Options are Anna Wintour, Miranda Priestley, or Karen Sappington.
Go with the first one. Final answer.
Anna Wintour. All right.
All right, we will welcome back Jamie, who's not paying attention right now, so this could be an hour or so.
Does that mean I gotta
Jamie
get up?
is looking down. He's not even looked up once. He doesn't care about us. And here we go. All right, he just looked up. There we go. Sorry, John. Jamie's a space cadet sometimes. All right, so he's making his way back in from the man-made cone of silence today.
The hallway of silence.
The hallway of silence.
I was watching Rafe and Riz. They're doing their punishment for the Riz Olympics. They've got the 200 laps that they have to do over at the racetrack. And
they have to, like, race?
No, they're just driving. And so a couple of things.
Yeah.
Moon made a playlist, and like every so often, Yoko Ono comes on and just screams at them. Like, yeah.
They do punishments.
They do it really well.
Right.
So it was very entertaining. Wishing them nothing but the best right now.
Okay, there you go. All right, so, Jamie,
Yeah.
Your category today is random.
I love random.
Marsh?
Pack a lunch.
Okay.
Question 1. Can you tell us the official state flower of Mississippi?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I was just admiring some not too long ago. How about the options, please?
Absolutely, yeah. Magnolia, bitterroot, goldenrod.
I actually think it's magnolia. What is it? What's the...
Magnolia, bitterroot,
I don't think it's that.
or goldenrod.
I think it's that. I'm going to go with magnolia. Even though it's not the outlier, I feel like it is compared to those other two. Final answer.
Question number 2. Martha Stewart started her catering business in 1973 from her basement in Westport. In which of the New England states does one find the town of Westport?
Connecticut. It's a lovely little area. Final answer.
All right, Jamie. In 2005, Disney released a family-friendly revamp of its beloved Herbie franchise.
Yeah.
Who starred as the main human character in Herbie Fully Loaded?
Troubled person at times, controversial at other times. Just think misunderstood more than anything. Lindsay Lohan. Final answer.
And question number 4. Name the British media executive who recently stepped down as Vogue magazine's editor-in-chief. She had served in that position since 1988.
Yeah, we were just talking about this over tea and crumpets the other day. Options, please.
Options are Anna Wintour, Miranda Priestley, or Karen Sappington.
I don't think it's Karen Sappington. The only name I recognize is Anna Wintour, but that doesn't mean that she could be anything. It could be David Bobby, could be anybody. So Anna Wintour and who?
Miranda Priestley.
I feel like that's made up. The third one again? Sappington?
Karen Sappington.
No, I feel like it's Sappington. Anna Wintour. Sappington Wintour. Go with Sappington. Final answer.
Okay. Let's go over these today.
Ooh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
The category is random. John is in round 2. He chose Jamie today. And here we go. Can you tell us the official state flower of Mississippi? John said magnolia. Jamie said magnolia. Correct answer is...
It is magnolia.
But John didn't need the options.
John knew that in 2 seconds.
Stop it, John.
said, I believe it's magnolia. Please,
Stop
final
it.
answer.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Magnolia State. So.
We'll take your word for it, John.
Okay, know-it-all.
I don't think he's staltering us.
I don't think he is at all.
Okay, so John up 2-1 on Jamie.
It's a tough start.
Martha Stewart started her catering business in 1973 from her basement in Westport. In which of the New England states does one find the town of Westport? With the options, John chose New Hampshire. Jamie said Connecticut. Correct answer is...
It is Connecticut.
Yeah.
No options for Jamie, so Jamie has taken the lead. Jamie 3, John 2. Question 3. In 2005, Disney released a family-friendly revamp of its beloved Herbie franchise. Who starred as the main human character in Herbie Fully Loaded? You both said Lindsay Lohan.
I figured.
Correct answer is...
It's Lindsay Lohan.
Neither of you used the options.
Is there 1 point here?
So Jamie, 5 points. John, 4 points.
Oh, no.
Comes down to this.
It comes down to my Sappington.
Name the British media executive who recently stepped down as Vogue magazine's editor-in-chief. She had served in that position since 1988.
Son of a gun.
You both took the options. Jamie, you went with Karen Sappington. John went with Anna Wintour.
Go ahead. I know it.
If it's Anna Wintour, we are headed to a walk-off.
All right.
If it's Karen Sappington or Miranda Priestley? Jamie wins today, and John is halted in round 2.
I don't feel good about this at all.
John.
Walk it off.
We're walking it off.
Why didn't I just go with what I thought?
You went with Sappington. It was Wintour. John is right, and we have a walk-off.
And we know that Miranda Priestley
It's right there.
is the character in Devil Wears Prada.
That's right.
That it's based off of Anna Wintour.
Right. Wow.
Whatever, Marsh. You and John know-it-alls.
How about that? Okay, so that's how it's going to work. John, you're going to hold off on your answer. Jamie's going to write down his, give it to us, then we're going to get your answer. Closest to the pin wins. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, Jamie, you good?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, how many people reside in the state of Texas? According to the U.S. Census Bureau, how many people reside in the state of Texas? Here in the state of Texas. Jamie is writing down his answer now. We've got his. John, what is yours?
Let's go 38 million.
Okay. Grant, you good to go?
Well, I need Jamie's answer, but yes.
Oh, you don't. You have no idea. My bad, Grant. Of course you don't.
I said 15 million.
Grant, can you, by osmosis, figure out what Jamie wrote down, please? Are you working or not?
Yeah, no,
Grant?
I think we're good now.
Okay.
My bad. Idiot.
I don't know about this one.
All right, so you have his, Grant?
Yes, he said
So Jamie
15 million, correct?
15 million. John went with 38 million.
20.
John.
You have chosen wisely.
The answer, 31,290,831.
I panicked.
31 million
Wow.
and change. John, congratulations. You are heading to round 3. You will face Andrew Marsh because Carey won't be back until Tuesday. So you got Marshy on Monday, but you can celebrate all weekend, man. Congratulations.
I guess I'm going to have to do some bad deeds over the weekend so I can.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the only way to beat Marsh.
Why don't you just go buy some magnolias, John, and light them on fire? You know?
Okay.
Somebody's salty.
Good job, John.
Nice job, John.
Thanks, Jamie.
Congrats.
Good job.
Have a great weekend.
You guys too.
All right. Take care. We have nobody to blame but me. I tried to trade the guy, and he's back for revenge.
Remember when Dylan Carlson had a really good game against the Cardinals?
Yeah.
That's kind of what John's doing right now.
That's exactly what John's doing.
Jamie, thank you for having a really bad answer on that one because it made the math a lot easier for me.
You know what, Grant? You know what, Grant?
Really bad.
You know what, Grant?
We know what Jamie does when Grant writes the question.
I can't fire him right now. He's working the board. But as soon as you're done, pack your things.
Well, you also can't fire. Those weren't my questions, so.
Oh, all right.
You got someone else to fire now.
Yeah.
Must be Bradford's questions.
Grant, what do you do, hockey and baseball?
I write the hockey and the football questions, and then Bradford writes the baseball and random. So you got Bradford on these ones. You'll have to reach out to him.
Okay. All right. That's Grant Francis. He's back at the studios. And, Jamie, you'll have to serve your penalty on Monday.
You want me to get on my phone out the hallway?
No, we won't be doing that.
So Biscuit texted in, "Oh, Marsh, please throw it on Monday so CD has to come back from vacation and go straight to the penalty box." LOL.
Man. Wow.
First of all, I ain't throwing nothing.
Nah.
But it would be funny, though, if he did that.
Throwing
if he had
shade.
Well, I'm not going to throw shade, Anthony.
Okay, well.
I'm not going to do that. John's not the St. Louis Cardinals on a bad losing streak or anything. Not that they're on one right now. They've won one game in a row.
One in a row, baby.
And 2 of their last 3, mind you.
They have.
Yeah. Some would call that
a good series.
Good series.
Absolutely.
A winning series. Speaking of those Cardinals, the lack of Cardinals All Stars a reflection on popularity or on-field play. We'll have that discussion next on 101 ESPN.
Back to 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
Live from Centene Community Ice Center, we're broadcasting from the E&B Granite Studios for the Synergy Hockey Camp.
Yeah.
What's going on throughout the week here at Synergy?
Kids are leaving right now. A lot of smiles, a lot of sweaty heads.
Absolutely.
Lots of fun.
Good stuff. Marsh, you had a thought on the Cardinals in relation to the All-Star game.
Yeah, and you just teased it after the Gauntlet, but is the lack of Cardinals All Stars a reflection on popularity or on-field play? Or maybe there's something else to it, because we just got a text message from the 314. I missed the MLB voting with paper ballots because online voting, I just forget to do it. So maybe there's another avenue to why certain players don't get enough votes. But, the thought process came from, growing up, I was so used to seeing at least bare minimum like 3 Cardinal players represent the team for the National League in the All-Star game. And, as of recent, the Cardinals are only getting 1 player. And is that because they have to have a player represent them? Or is it because, 1 player is all that they deserve to have in terms of the on-field play? We talk about this team needs a superstar. This team needs a superstar. I think there are some players on this team, if they were on different teams in a bigger market, they would have a little bit more recognized, they'd be more recognized. I think Mason Wynn is that guy. I'm really glad that he was able to be mic'd up and have that conversation with the Sunday Night Baseball crew, because I think he deserves that. He needs that national recognition because I think he's got a lot of aura to him, and I think he's a really good baseball player. But I don't really know how many other players on this team have that type of draw to them. So, one, is it because they are not producing like other players are on the field, or is it maybe some of the just their personality doesn't? They're
losing the popularity contest.
I think it's both.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Does one play into the other?
I can't look at Mason Wynn and say he's an all-star.
Well, that's fair.
No matter how much charisma or swagger or anything, he's not an all-star.
Yeah, he's not.
I can't look at Victor Scott, who I think has got a lot of swagger, and say he's an all-star. I can't look at Alec Burleson and look at his numbers and say he's an all-star.
Right.
Like, at some point, you have to have the numbers to support your position being an all-star. And if you're in Arkansas or Iowa or Idaho, who on the Cardinals are you tuning in to watch for real? Like, who are you? You're turning on the TV. You used to have Albert Pujols, Mark McGwire, Jim Edmonds, Scott Rowland, Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina. Like, you had dudes. Who are you turning on the TV to watch now?
Nobody.
Nobody. I mean, how many recognizable names? If you're in Idaho, how many recognizable names do you have?
Yeah.
But you have all the big dogs, right? Like all the stars. Like if it's at the shortstop, Francisco Lindor,
100%.
and like you recognize those names. Manny Machado. Like you're like, oh yeah, that guy. Fernando Tatis.
Ella De La Cruz.
Yeah. Like so, but you don't have that right now on the Cardinals. You say, well, Contreras, but it's a stretch.
Plus, there's the other problem too is Contreras is now first baseman.
He's
sharing the position.
Well, now he's fighting Goldie.
Well, so not
Alonso,
Goldie anymore, but Pete Alonso.
Alonso, like all those guys who are the big boppers at first base.
Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman. Who else is first base? And Matt Olson. Yeah, you're right. So Mason Wynn, I think Mason Wynn is an electric young player. I think his star is on the rise, but he hasn't had a better year than Trey Turner, Francisco Lindor, Ella De La Cruz, or even C.J. Abrams.
And I'm looking at the American League right now, and there are some names in this starting lineup that aren't sexy names by any means to the casual baseball fan. Like, diehard baseball fans will know these guys, but like Junior Caminero out of Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
He's your starting second baseman starting third baseman for the American League. Riley Green.
He's on the rise.
Some people think of Riley Green, the country music singer.
No, he's outfielder.
He's
for the
an outfielder
Tigers.
for the Tigers.
Yeah.
You have Javi Baez is back in the All-Star.
How about that?
Javi Baez, and then Ryan O'Hearn on a bad Baltimore team.
As an outfielder, too, right, with Baez.
Baez, outfielder.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
So, there are fans out there that will vote in the non-sexy names because of how well they are doing in the season.
I can't make a case. If you go position by position, I can't make a case for that Cardinal.
No, you can't.
Third base, you can't make a case for Arenado when it's Machado. Matt Chapman's been hurt, but he was having an excellent season. Muncy was hurt, but he was having an excellent season.
When it comes to an All-Star game,
Suarez, Austin Riley.
When it comes to an All-Star game, the offensive numbers are what they're going to lean towards.
Sure.
They just are.
Yep. You go into the outfields. We all like Victor Scott. We love his game, but Pete Crow Armstrong,
there's lots.
TJ Friedel, O'Neal Cruz, Jackson Churio. You can't look at individual center fielders and say that Victor Scott should be there. It's just it is what it is. There's no knock on any of these players. But you move over to left fields. Can you say that Lars Nootbaar's having a better season than James Wood? No. Or Brandon Nimmo? No. Or Heliot Ramos? No. So, Marsh, getting back to your question, I do think that the Cardinals lack star power.
Mm-hmm.
Full stop. When it comes to the All-Star game this year, nobody outside of Brendan Donovan makes a case for their respective position.
Do you think Brendan Donovan should have been the starter?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
So you think that
Ketel Marte is the starter?
Ketel Marte.
Yeah,
but
and he's having a good year, but I think Donovan has been slightly better.
But I think, and maybe the final voting came out differently, but Tommy Edman was he was up there above Brendan Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
But Tommy Edman, I would say that Brendan Donovan's having a better year than Tommy Edman. But Tommy Edman switches over to L.A., has a great year last year in the playoffs.
He's not doing great right now, though.
And all of a sudden, Tommy Edman is some superstar.
So Tommy Edman's hitting 256. Brendan Donovan's hitting 321. On base, Donovan significantly better, at 395 to 304. Slug, Brendan Donovan's slugging 479. Tommy Edman's slugging 432. WRC plus, which is a stat that you and I like, Jamie. It's easy to define. 100 is average. Brendan Donovan, as an offensive player, how good are you creating runs for your team? 147. He's 47 percentage points higher than the average player. Yeah. Tommy Edman is 104.
Yeah, Donovan has all-star numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he plays is fun to watch. Now, is he a name that people are turning the TV on to watch? No, not yet.
Yeah.
Just because he's Brendan Donovan.
Yeah.
I wonder what the MVP odds are for Major League Baseball's All-Star game. Typically, maybe not typically, but you see the non-starters win those awards because the starters are out fairly quickly, I'd say. And as the game progresses, if there's like a big hit late in the game, it's typically the reserves. Do you think Brendan Donovan could have a huge impact?
That'd be great. I think Brendan Donovan's going to be. Here's what we know about Brendan Donovan. He respects the game. He's a total pro. He's a leader. I think this is going to be. If you're watching all of the festivities, I wouldn't be shocked if Brendan Donovan was the guy that had a smile on his face, ear to ear, just soaking it all in. You know, there's always one player who gets there first appearance in the All-Star game, first trip to the All-Star, and he's just soaking it all in. I think Donovan's going to be that dude, among others.
We saw that last year with the Blues, and Jordan Binnington and Colton Parayko talked about being around all of the great players for the Four Nations face-off. Not saying this is going to happen, but I wonder if the Cardinals need a break like this for them to reset and push for the second half. You get a Brendan Donovan coming back in the clubhouse who is a leader, much like Colton Parayko and Jordan Binnington, and he comes back into the clubhouse and just spills some knowledge with some of the guys after talking to some of the best players in the game.
Sure.
Also, though, who is one player that you think moving forward could be a perennial all-star? Some of the texters have texted in saying one particular name.
Ivan Herrera.
Would you agree with that, Jamie? I know you have thoughts on Ivan Herrera.
Yeah, Ivan Herrera, to me, it's just weird. The situation that's occurring right now is he's being designated as a DH. That's what they're saying right now. Like, he's not going to get back behind the plate. There is a report today saying that Herrera was in the outfield taking pop flies or whatever reps out in the outfield. So they're obviously looking at Herrera as not being a catcher anymore. How do you like that, Anthony?
I think it's right on cue for the Cardinals.
I was actually trying to find it because BK had it on here on his
on the tweet machine.
On the tweet machine.
Well, you look for that.
Yeah.
Marsh said, he threw it out there to us, would you entertain trading Ivan Herrera for perhaps some pitching? Or is that you, Jamie?
I said that,
sick?
and it's based upon these things that I'm hearing right now.
We'll do that next on 101 ESPN.
What if I told you about an amazing opportunity to invest in something that has steady returns and you're fairly confident that it's just going to continue to appreciate? That would be farmland. I know. It's a little bit outside the box, but Warren Buffett and Bill Gates are just two of many names that are investing in U.S. farmland. The reason is, like I just said, steady returns, long-term growth, and there's just real stability. The stock market right now has not been stable. It's up, it's down, it's all around, and it's stressful. Well, farmland is, again, that steady return, long-term investment. And AgVest, the company that I suggest you call and use, they've helped leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland deals and are licensed in 10 states. Also, if you own farmland, AgVest can help maximize its value with full-service management from sourcing and diligence to rent and tenant selection. So please, if you have any questions about investing in farmland, or if you own farmland and you'd like to get on the board there, call my guy, Chris Bronner at AgVest. He's the founder. His number, 618-520-7022. Again, that's 618-520-7022. Or you can always visit agvestadvisors.com. Remember, buy land. They're not making it anymore.
Grant Francis here with a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Cardinals take 2 of 3 from the Washington Nationals as they win last night to conclude that series, beating Washington by a final of 8-1. The Cardinals now 50-44 on the season, and they look to improve on that as they welcome in the Atlanta Braves, starting a 3-game series tonight at Busch Stadium. It'll be a 7:15 first pitch tonight with Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. Grant Holmes will go for the Braves. I'm Grant Francis. This Sports Center update's been driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Don't slow down. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
All right, so Jamie was working the phones earlier, working his phone.
Found a seat, too.
He found a seat.
Yeah.
We're live at Sensing Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studios.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friday, we're closing out the camps, all that stuff. I gotta get going on my phone here.
By the way,
BTW.
This past weekend, I was with my family for 4th of July, and we were like this campsite or whatever and watching fireworks and whatnot. And before the fireworks started, I'm sitting there in my lawn chair, and I look over, and all of the adults are sitting there just texting away, buried in their phone. And I'm sitting there, and I'm right next to Rachel, and both of us, we don't have our phones. And I kind of poked her, and I was like, look at all these kids. Look at all these kids over here just buried in their phones, not enjoying nature or any of that. There's all the kids.
Good for you, though.
Yeah.
My kids will bust me and Ashley because, the kids are funny. Like, even my older kids, they just don't get it. I go home at 6:30 at night, and my day's not over. Like, my day's not, I'm dealing with stuff for camp the next morning, or setting up meetings, or responding to emails or texts that happen while we're on the air, because I'm on the air for 4 hours straight. Really can't interact with people.
They still try, though.
My kids try every day.
Yeah.
In fact, one of them just came here.
Yeah, Haas came in 3 times. He loves it so much. But they'll look at me and be like, oh, look at the screen, you're citizen.
The screen, you're citizen.
Oh, wow.
So then I worked it around, took me on, and be like, oh, look at the screenagers.
Nice.
We're watching a movie or something, and their noses are buried in.
Good for you.
Got to fight back.
Yeah.
Better watch out, or you turn their service off.
Yeah, they're not paying for it.
Yeah,
You're right,
good
Marshy.
call, Marsh.
God, you're so right.
You're so wise.
All right, so my thought out of this was Ivan Herrera, this year in particular, like, we've come to the conclusion as fans that maybe he's not a catcher.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a good arm. I mean, you get a single, you might as well get a double.
Yeah.
When he's out there.
If you're Ella De La Cruz, you might as well score.
You might as well get a triple at that point. So then the Cardinals, on his rehab stint, send him down to Memphis. Mm-hmm. I believe it's Memphis, right? Yeah, Memphis.
Yes.
And while he's there, you think, well.
Walker's the one in Double-A.
Yeah.
He hit a home run, by the way.
He did.
Yes, he's
really
back.
nice.
Bring him up.
No, let's leave him there, please. Okay. So one would think that Herrera going back down to AAA baseball, that what a great opportunity for him to get some reps behind the plate. Keep working on calling the game.
Absolutely.
Blocking, catching, throwing the ball, all that stuff. Nope. They're not doing that. Not going to do it. Straight DH.
Yeah.
And then today, reported here, I don't want to misquote anything, but we went to the Twitterverse, and of course it's gone now. There we go. It said the TV broadcast mentioning Herrera taking some fly balls in the outfield during his rehab. So now Herrera has gone from Yachty's heir apparent to outfield / DH. So if you're the Cardinals and you have, let's say you have a list of players that are available. So you've got Gorman, Nootbaar, Burleson, Herrera. Why would you not be dealing Herrera in this situation? One, I think you got the most value right there. More teams are going to look at the way his offense plays and go, we can work with that. Whether it's a catcher, a first baseman, an outfielder, or a DH. Like, why would you not be looking at it? Because if you're the Cardinals, he's not going to play catcher for you. You've almost said that. You can't move him to first base for a couple of years because you got Contreras and Burleson, who's the backup first baseman. Yeah, he's taking fly balls right now in the outfield, but is he an outfielder?
No.
So to me, a one-dimensional 23-year-old player like that might be my best bet of going to get that pitching you're talking about, Anthony.
I do want me some pitching.
I know you do.
I'm out. I can't do it.
But why are you keeping him then, Marshy?
I mean, to me, he is going to be a future pillar of your organization.
As a DH.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some players that have made a career out of being a DH.
Are they 23, though? Or did they become a career DH at like 26, 27?
I mean, yeah, you're right on that aspect. I'm just saying, like, you figure it out, man. Like, this guy's bat is way too important. And, okay, let's say you get pitching, like, yes.
Like, what if you could go get yourself, like, I don't know the hot young pitcher that's out on the market right now, but one of the crappy teams got to have a good arm, or a team that's a contender right now that need that DH.
Yeah. And
he's young. Maybe you can go get, like, a number 1 or a number 2 future pitcher for Ivan Herrera. Especially at the deadline where teams are trying to put together what they think are the last pieces to a championship team.
I just can't. This is not like Zach Bolduc and trading.
I'm just saying.
Montreal.
Yeah, but
like,
at least Zach Bolduc can play different spots on the ice.
That is fair. That is fair. This guy's bat plays so well in your lineup, and I mean, they've been looking for a right-handed bat, have they not? Like obviously they're looking for pitching, but this guy, I think, is way too important for, especially if Jordan Walker doesn't work out. Yeah. Who do you have right-handed as a young player that can swing the stick like Ivan Herrera?
J.J. Weatherholt.
He's a lefty. He's a lefty,
and
though.
He doesn't swing it like Herrera. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
Right, you're just posing the question.
So let's be clear here. I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting to keep him. What I'm saying is I think you fetch the most out there for Herrera.
For sure. That's because he is the best player.
But he is also he is only one-dimensional for your club right now.
For sure.
Yeah, I see why you're throwing him out there as opposed to maybe a Newt who also plays defense. But I would still look to move Newt over Herrera, even with that. But it's an interesting
Who are you
thought.
getting more for? You know the answer.
Herrera. He's younger, and he's that's a pure hitter.
If you're truly serious about getting that pitching that you're talking about, not some prospect, no-name kid,
right.
Some high-end, either current player that won't be on a playoff rotation because that team's so stacked.
Yeah.
Like, was it Logan Gilbert a couple of years ago was the hot name that was out there. I'm not saying him, but a player like that.
Yeah.
We do get an interesting text. I mean, this texter's not completely wrong, especially after what we've seen so far this season, but the 386 says, for all we know, Herrera could be injury-prone. Best ability is availability.
That's not wrong.
I still think I'm with Marsh.
And that's saying something because you've been clamoring for pitching.
Well, I still am, but like, what am I getting? Am I getting Joe Ryan?
Yeah,
maybe.
Know?
Like, if I'm getting Joe Ryan,
doesn't sting as much.
No.
But then again, like, do the Twins?
Yeah, why?
They're not even in a spot to.
Yeah, that's the other. Like, it's
it's
the other part too. Like, we can go down this shopping list, right, and say, all right, I'd take him for Joe Ryan, but why would the Twins give him up? I don't know. It's interesting. I think if you're and Jamie, you know this, but I think if you're Chaim Bloom, you got to figure out how to build this pitching staff without giving up Herrera, without giving up.
I don't disagree, but I just look long-term. What is your true outcome for Herrera in the next couple of years? He's not taking first base from Contreras.
Yeah.
Contreras has a no-trade clause. He ain't going anywhere if he doesn't want to. And he's not taking reps from whoever your catcher's going to be because they don't believe in him in that capacity. And I just don't know if an arm can get strong enough to throw players out when he's 22, 23. You should probably have a pretty good base of what you're going to be.
Honestly,
I just worry.
I would just keep him to DH.
Okay. But then,
dude, if you can hit the ball,
but then
that's your best asset, hit the ball, we'll figure out the rest.
You also have a logjam.
Then trade some of those players away.
But then you're not getting what you really ultimately need, though. You're not going to get the same return.
But we've asked this front office to be creative, and I think they can be creative without getting rid of their best hitter.
Okay. Guys, I'm putting it out in the universe. That's all.
Well, put it back in the universe.
Yeah, we don't.
And then next year, when Herrera is hurt again, and he's only been at DH,
don't do that.
And his value is plummeting, you guys can kiss my grits.
Well,
okay?
maybe he won't get injured if
now you sound like
he's
me.
just a DH.
Maybe. What?
I said, now you sound like me.
Why?
Because I like to say that. Don't come crying to me when this player sucks.
I don't think he's going to suck. He has been hurt here.
Yeah.
He's a young guy, and he's been on the IR.
Nah, let's keep him.
All right.
Let's keep him. Let's trade the Newt, and we'll get some pitching.
Okay.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. We have hot take or hot garbage coming up next. So if you want to text into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Text in your hot take or hot garbage, and we'll play that next on 101 ESPN. Hey, go with the right remodeling company. That's Mosby Building Arts. You remember maybe you had a remodeling project that went wrong. You thought you were going to get a great deal. Turned into 8 months of dust and delays and designs that looked like it belonged in a previous generation. Mosby Building Arts, they're the right remodeling company. They listen to what you want, not what some designer thinks you should have. They sit down and build your kitchen with you or build your master bathroom with you, or maybe you're looking at something a little bit more, I don't even say simple, because a front door can change the entire look of the front of your house, the curb appeal, right? So if you're going with a front door, go with Mosby. New windows, Mosby Building Arts, they're the right remodeling company. They don't have any surprise costs. They're up front with their pricing. They don't have crews that disappear because they got a better or a higher job down the street. Now, Mosby Building Arts, they treat your home with the same way they treat their own. The people are outstanding. They've got honest pricing, like I was saying before, beautiful, practical design. You'll love going with Mosby Building Arts. So give them a call, 314-909-1800. Tell them Anthony Stalter told you to call. Doesn't matter what the project is. Again, tell them Stalter sent you, 314-909-1800, or visit callmosby.com to schedule your free consultation today. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
on ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
Boom! Hot take! All right, time to play Hot Take or Hot Garbage here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Jamie Rivers, who's will join us momentarily, and Andrew Marsh from Anthony Stalter. No Carey Davis today. Carey will be back with us on Tuesday after he's got a little vacation time. So, Marsh, fire away with Hot Take or Hot Garbage.
I keep seeing people texting this in, and this has been happening for a few months now, but from the 314.
Is it?
No, it's not about Jordan Kyrou. From the 314, hot take or hot garbage. If Cardinal fans continue to not fill the stadium, they will move to Nashville.
No. It's hot garbage. I guess I get the fear. And you've got PTSD because of the Rams situation or even the Cardinals situation way back in the day. But your baseball team isn't going anywhere, folks. I don't. It is such a gold mine here. We can't talk out of both sides of our mouths by saying, well, the DeWitts are profiting hands over fists. They can spend more money and they're going to move to Nashville. No, there's no chance. No.
All right, the next one. This is an NFL question from the 618. Hot take or hot garbage. Caleb Williams still has more upside and potential than Jaden Daniels.
I got to go with hot garbage on that one, too. I think Jaden Daniels... First of all, I love Jaden Daniels' game back at Arizona State, let alone LSU. I didn't think that he was just a pure scrambler. I thought he had plenty of untapped potential as a pure passer as well, and I think he showed that last year. Now, could he regress this season? Sure, because obviously you get a better gauge. Defensive coordinators are going to have a better gauge on what Cliff Kingsbury is going to want to do with that offense, but I still like Jaden Daniels overall. Caleb Williams has tons of talent. I can't wait to see what he does in Ben Johnson's system. He's got plenty around him, too. The Bears spent capital, both draft and free agency cap dollars to address the offensive line, which is very smart. They brought in Drew Dahlman and Joe Tooney. So they built that offensive line up. Plenty of weaponry when it comes to the skill positions for the Bears. So Caleb Williams has a chance here to maybe have a breakout season, but I still got to go with Jaden Daniels, not just off of what I saw last year, but even dating back to college.
If you had to pick one or the other, if Caleb Williams struggles this season, I'll even say next season, but more so this season, who does that fall under in terms of blame? Is that on the player and Caleb Williams, or do you think it is now on their new head coach?
I got to go with Caleb Williams. Mm-hmm. If the Bears didn't do anything to address the offensive line, that'd be a different story. Mm-hmm. But and I'm not saying everything's perfect now. It's the best offensive line in the league. I'm just saying the O-line stunk last year. I thought what they did with Caleb Williams, I mean, they had a defensive-minded head coach and who was fired halfway through the season, and the OC was being questioned constantly. I think that with what we saw what Ben Johnson was able to do in Detroit, so we know he's capable. We also know that he's trying to do it right by building from the inside out. So to go back to your question, I think that would fall back to Caleb Williams not progressing for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Not progressing. I would not hold. I mean, you're always culpable, right? But I wouldn't give the bigger piece of blame pie to Ben Johnson in that case.
If there is a failure of some sorts there, who do you think that they would move off of quicker from?
Probably the head coach. But I don't know. They're kind of on interesting timelines, right? Mm-hmm. So Caleb Williams would have the fifth-year option.
Yeah.
So essentially, let's just say he's got 5 years. Ben Johnson, typically head coaches get 3 years.
Yeah.
If you don't show progress of being a playoff team by the third year, you could be in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I would have to lean toward the head coach over the quarterback, but that quarterback can't be a disaster in the process.
Yeah, it's a tough situation because Ben Johnson turned Jared Goff into an MVP.
Yes, he did.
I mean, not really, but close.
Yeah. MVP candidate, sure.
Yeah. MVP candidate, and so, if he goes to Chicago
Yeah.
and all the other pieces are just fine and the quarterback's not working, like as a GM of that team, I got to start looking at, well, maybe I have all the other pieces and I'm just missing one piece, which is the quarterback, which is not easy. That's obviously the toughest one. But I don't know. That would be Caleb Williams' second head coach.
Yeah.
Like, how many head coaches does a rookie quarterback get before the rookie quarterback's the problem?
Well, also, though, you could make the argument that Ben Johnson wasn't good enough to extract that talent from Caleb Williams. I'm sure there would be a group of people that feel that way
but he
as well.
extracted that talent from Jared Goff?
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
Come on.
All right, earlier today we were playing the numbers game where, Anthony, you threw out a number, and the first person with that number that came to mind, we said it out loud.
7.
Keith Kachuk.
Yeah. Phil Esposito.
You mentioned the number 50,
Vic.
Anthony.
Who?
Vic. Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah.
You're always going with football.
Sorry.
Falcon, too.
Anyways.
Sean Robinson.
You mentioned number 50.
Yes, sir. Jordan Binnington.
I said Adam Wainwright.
Yeah.
Jordan Binnington.
417, hot take or hot garbage. Waino is the best 50 in St. Louis sports history.
Oh, that's rough.
So, okay, hang on here. Hang on. I think this is a really good discussion. Waino has one World Series, right? And the other one, he was not really a part of it.
He's got 2 rings.
But he wasn't really a part of the...
But he was injured in 11.
Yeah, so... Albeit, he deserves the ring, he deserves the accolade, but he personally was not a part of that.
No.
As far as a player for that championship.
Right.
Yep.
And this is not a knock on Waino. I love Waino. So, but Jordan Binnington may have been the sole reason. Not every third day or fourth day in the playoffs as the part of a rotation and things like that. He was the sole reason that the Blues won that Stanley Cup. If you don't believe me, one, you can watch all the series, but just go back and watch the first period in Game 7 against the Boston Bruins.
Right.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Go back and watch the game against the Dallas
Game
Stars.
7. I call that game. I love Patty Maroon. I love the whole Maroon family. Like, I love the pride of Oakville. Like, I know. But you know what I call that game? I call that the Jordan Binnington game, where everybody else calls it the Patty Maroon game. I mean, really, it's
some
both.
people call it the Ben Bishop game because he was unbelievable too.
I saw like 50 shots that game.
I mean, they could have easily lost that one.
So, to me, you have to look at the entire body of work. Who has had a bigger impact on their team over the course of their career? Now, Jordan Binnington, in fairness, his career is not over.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, I think you have to lean Waino.
200 wins.
200 wins. Yeah. What he's done in the community, all of the things he's like.
Country singer.
Well, yeah, the country singer. That's more post-career.
That's post-career, yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Did sing the national anthem as an actual roster
Surprised
player.
all his teammates.
He did, yeah.
And us.
Pretty much everyone, including the TV people who didn't know where the national anthem was coming from.
Yeah, I know. It was coming right there from Waino.
But I think you have to lean Waino. If it ended right now. Now, if Binnington goes on to win another cup, get the team to a Stanley Cup final, who knows, right? I think that the discussion furthers, but I also think that it's more than just on the field and on the ice. And Jordan Binnington's a very quiet, reserved guy, does a lot of great things, but Waino was very out there with big league impact and all this stuff. I think I'd have to lean Waino.
It's a good problem to have in terms of the question.
I gotta go Binnington. He won the damn cup.
Well, Waino won a World Series.
Yeah, but the Cardinals had World Series before those.
Yeah, and
that is
you
true.
could argue that Binnington could have won the Conn Smythe Trophy, too.
Damn right. Ryan O'Reilly stole it from him.
Waino did strike out Carlos Beltran.
He did. Left him standing there.
A lot of people defending Adam Wainwright, which, by the way, we've said we love him.
I gotta go Binnington.
We do have a Chris Mason in here, too. Very good career with the Blues.
Oh, Chris Mason.
Chris Mason, for sure.
Mason was awesome.
Also a broadcaster, I believe, for Nashville.
The Predators.
Is he not? Yes. All right, we get one from the 801. Jamie, I think you'll find this one interesting.
Okay.
And I specifically waited till you got back in the room to ask this.
Okay.
Hot take or hot garbage? The Colorado Avalanche will enter a rebuild/retool within the next 2 seasons.
Oh, that's hot garbage. Unfortunately, they just, even though they've got guys that, they're up against the cap, like they still have Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. And Landeskog is back now. There's just no way. They've got Devontae's. Like, they're not going to be in a rebuild in 2 to 3 years. Could they be in a rebuild in like 4 or 5 years? Possibly.
Could be you.
Could be.
Possibly you.
I just, with the salary cap going up too, Marshy, like this year and then really going up the next year, like the Avalanche, teams that are in a situation like the Avalanche will be able to avoid the dreaded rebuild because the cap's going up.
Let's do one more, and this one's from Carey's favorite person.
Chester
from
McLaughlin?
Yeah, Chester. Chester, also known as Marsh's college program on the Air Comfort Service text line. Hot take or hot garbage? Future managerial candidates will not look at the Cardinals because of the lack of control they give to Oli Marmol.
No.
First of all, you get offered a job, you're taking it.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting at home right now and I'm a former manager or a manager wannabe, Cardinals call, I'm taking the phone call and I'm signing the deal. I don't care what anybody says about Mozeliak or Heimblum or puppeting and all that stuff. I'm taking that job.
I think one of the biggest misnomers in sports is that free agents look at a team and be like, I didn't like the way they handled that situation. They might be ticked off, but it's like, here's $50 million for your troubles.
I wish you were giving me $50 million right now.
Well, I don't have it.
If you
it
had
wouldn't be good. The check wouldn't be good.
If you had it and you gave it to me, Anthony, I would be very happy about that.
Well, I wish I had it to
I would
give
take
to
you guys on a vacation.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah, why wouldn't Anthony just take us on
Bottom
a
line, but
vacation?
if you giving me $50 million, it's because you don't need it, which means
Right.
you're filthy rich.
Yeah.
So then it was my courtesy to take you guys, all of you, on a vacation.
Sure.
That reminds me.
You're going to pay for it. Huh?
If you were to win the
Makes sense.
lottery, like one, how many people would you tell? And two, if people were asking for money, would you give them money or would you like take someone on a vacation type thing? How would you go about that?
So one, I've thought about this before. One, I'm really not going to say anything to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just not because, and this is lower level, okay, but I did sign a nice contract, my first contract in the NHL. You get the signing bonus and all that stuff, and you're celebrating. And it is amazing how many people know your phone number in those moments who have great business ideas and great real estate and all this stuff, right?
Been meaning to talk to you about a podcast.
Yeah, so I would be very quiet about it. I honestly don't think I would even move. I love my home. Would I make some adjustments? Would I expand on the house? Would I add something? Of course I would.
Where'd that Millennium Falcon come from?
There'd be a landing pad on top for the old Millennium Falcon. And then I think I would do nice things for people. Like, I'd be like, hey, guys, let's take a cruise, or let's go this, and on me. You'd be like, well, no, it's fine. I got it. Had a good year. Synergy Hockey did good last year.
Yeah, let me...
We added the clear can, the numbers shot up.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I don't know because I'm not in that situation, but I don't believe I'd be the guy that'd be like walking around making it rain and driving a Lamborghini and all that stuff. Like, would I buy like a nice SUV, like a brand new Escalade, the black on black version? Yeah, probably love that, but that's not like extravagant.
There'd be signs, but
there would be signs,
would be like,
but it wouldn't be like signs of like, oh my God.
Yeah. Jack in the Snake Pit said, I tell everyone but my mother-in-law.
Oh, wow. Oh. I think she'd find out, though.
Probably. There'd be signs for me, too. All of a sudden, I just come in with that Winter Soldier arm.
Yeah.
Now, would you come in?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, would you still have your job?
I would.
Or would you just say, hey, I'm retiring early?
I'm going to be honest. I think I'd talk to Tommy and John and say, I'm only coming in for 3 days a week. And you can cut my pay accordingly, but I'm only coming in 3 days a week. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, too. I want Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday every week.
They'd probably be like, well, Jamie, best of luck.
I'd be like, but Tommy, you don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could get the coffee maker back.
Well, Carey would be all that. Carey would be all that. All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Our biggest question of the day is next.
The Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
5:06, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. We're dancing here at
Should have kept that rolling, Grant.
Yeah. E&B Granite Studio for the Synergy Hockey.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Needs a little bit more cowbell, though, don't you?
A little more cowbell, that's all. Yep. All right. Biggest question of the day. Based on, we had the conversation earlier about Oli Marmol.
Yeah.
And we heard the audio from Oli, who essentially said, hey, listen, not my call. Not my only call when it comes to Eric Fetty and him staying in the starting rotation, i.e. this is coming from up top, right?
God?
No, the front office for the Cardinals.
We established that yesterday.
Yeah. Moving forward, though, and I'm going to rephrase this because I said moving forward, do the Cardinals need more collaboration between front office and manager? That's obvious, okay? So let me rephrase this. Moving forward, how in baseball's like structure system, which is like front office, spreadsheet, take the information and you know, do what we say. How in the current climate of baseball, the way things are structured between the front office and the manager, do the Cardinals get more collaboration between Chaim Bloom and Oli or whoever they choose as manager?
Well, they're going to have to set it up that way. Like, Chaim Bloom is going to have to sit down with Oli and whoever else, Randy Flores, scouting staff, whatever, and say, hey, Oli, and go through the whole roster, and what do you think about player now, what he could be? Player now, what he could be.
Yeah.
What do you need? When you say pitching, what kind of pitcher?
Yeah. Build us an identity.
And now I would set this meeting way differently too. I'd say, Oli, I would like you to bring a list of grades for each and every player of where they are now and where you project them to be and what they can be. And I would like you to bring me a wish list of players that are out there currently that we could maybe get to via trade or free agency at various positions and rank them in order of importance for yourself. And so now when you sit down at the meeting, now I know what my manager is thinking. Doesn't mean I'm going to listen to him? No. Doesn't mean I'm going to do everything he wants? No. But at least now I know. So then if I'm in the middle of making a deal for somebody and there's player X, player Y, but player Y is who my manager talked about, maybe I lean that way.
Sure.
Or that player Y is more like a player that my manager's talking about. I always thought that collaborations between head coaches and general managers / presidents of operations, they work much better when both sides are willing to actually listen.
Yes.
It can't be do as you're told, here's your roster, go coach. And that happens sometimes because front offices sometimes get full of themselves. They think they're smarter than everybody else in the room, yet they spend the least amount of time in the clubhouse.
Right.
And your coaching staff has to have value there.
And on the other side, your coaching staff doesn't have the big picture sometimes when it comes to cap.
When they don't care about money.
Budget. Exactly. It's like, just give me the best player. So
yeah,
I agree with you, Jamie, when you say, you have to get on the same page. To make this more specific to the Cardinals, there's Mo and previous managers and Oli. So Oli and previous managers have always said the roster is Mo.
Yeah.
The lineup is Oli.
Yeah, but if Oli only has certain players, like the president of baseball operations can give him a roster that he doesn't want.
Correct. So I think there needs to be, and look, we're not in these meetings. It could be a 50-50 split. They haven't asked us. They should probably.
We're just assuming all this.
We're just assuming there, but it does seem when Oli says things like, you have to remember, I don't have the only seat at the table. These are bigger discussions. And he is saying like, look, I don't have full autonomy.
I get one vote.
Yeah. should the manager have more say on his roster? In other words, in this case, if Oli goes here and says, listen, he's not tipping, Fetty's not tipping his pitches, he's not, whatever. He's not injured. There's nothing wrong here.
Yeah.
This dude just is struggling. I need Michael McGreevy. There's got to be more of a, all right, listen,
But here's what I would tell you. If I was
there's just no room for him, Anthony.
Well, make room.
If I was John Mozeliak, and this is going to suck, I would say to Oli, I understand. But you have to understand that player has absolutely no value right now. And I know, just send him home. I get it. You're not paying the freight. But if I have too many players that I'm just sending home, then my boss is coming down on me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hope it may not work, and I'm sorry for that. But we're going to hope he can throw a good game here beforehand so we can at least, if nothing else, we can get a lower-level prospect. And this whole adventure was not for nothing. And then Michael McGreevy's coming up, Oli. He's coming up. The final destination for Eric Fetty's not in our rotation.
Ooh. It's like the movie?
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
I don't think he deserves that.
Okay, so the ultimate answer is not Eric Fetty in our rotation. Sorry, guys.
All right.
And Ollie's going to have to look at him and say, I don't like it. I understand. And Oli, you're right. This player is not good enough to be in the rotation. He's not. You're right. But we also have a process here that we have to work through to try and maximize what we get from a player that can't play right now.
All right.
Well, then don't expect, if I'm Oli, don't expect me and my ball club to win games. Because we can't with this guy right now. And so, with that being said, at the deadline...
What if the answer is we don't?
Well, then your moves at the deadline need to show that. You need to back up your words internally with your actions.
Which would be what?
Which would, in my opinion, then sell. Okay. Sell your assets.
Yeah, I'm not challenging.
Right. I know we're role playing. Right. I know you like to do that.
I do. It's fun. You like it too, Anthony. You know, you were there.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, though, when it comes to Chaim Bloom, Oli needs to talk with him, say, this is the identity that I want for my ball club. I want this type of player. This is what I want. They come back, they give you a list of names that maybe can fit that profile, and Oli then ranks them. It's no different than like a draft, right? Where you have your big draft board. You say, this is the kind of guy that I want on my team. And then with the analytics and all that stuff, we figure out what his WAR is. Hey, maybe we can get this guy for cheaper, or I don't know.
Right.
But there needs to be a collaboration, and maybe there is. We do not know. Like you said, we're not in there. We should be, though, as Jamie said. We should be in there. Oh, did we get a text message?
We got a great one, guys. I want to read this to you. It's from the 573. It says, you guys have no idea who decided or helped decide the decision. Mo is one of, if not the best Pobo in baseball history. Stop hating on him. Support our players and manager and front office. You have no clue. Let the professionals do the job. Text or troll?
Text. You meant every
one
word.
of the best is that say history? In the baseball history.
From who, though? Who do you think that came from?
From the 573.
I say that's a text.
Yeah. Are they into the makers? Because, if they...
No, I think he feels that way.
I could respect the text. They say, hey, look, Mo has had a lot of really good moves, and this team has had a competitive team for many years. You guys may not like it because it hasn't been World Series, blah, 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 blah. But where he lost me was one of, if not, the best Pobo in baseball history. Guys.
Baseball history.
Yeah.
Theo Epstein exists. Dave Dombrowski.
Well, but what did Theo Epstein do, though?
Broke 2 curses in 2 legendary markets.
But he didn't win World Series.
Yeah, he did. Both of them. Yeah.
He didn't do it in multiple spots.
Yeah, 2 different spots. Iconic spots, too. Really tough markets.
Well, everybody's won with the Yankees and Cardinals. You know?
Yeah, no, he had the Cubs and the Red Sox.
Son of a bee. This guy's incredible.
How many successful seasons do you think the Cardinals have had since their last World Series appearance? So 2015 to 2025, that would be what? Yeah, 10 years.
Now let me define success, because if it's making the playoffs, they've had a lot of it. If it's
have they won?
They went to an NLCS the one year.
They won one series. They won 3 games. They've won 3 playoff games in the last 10 years.
But that's my question. Define success then.
More than that.
So, but but hang on. Okay.
I feel like this is a setup for us.
I'm sorry.
He set us up.
Not 3. They won, I believe, in the 2020 COVID, they beat San Diego one time.
Okay,
so
but
4.
Marshy,
I think it was 1.
How many playoff games have the Pirates won in that?
We're not the Pirates, though.
But I'm asking you to define success, because that's a really big percentage of the league that have not had this awful success the Cardinals have had in that time.
So the Pirates, they won.
The Pirates, the Reds, pick any team. I guarantee there's a lot of teams that we can rhyme off that.
The Pirates have not won as many games. Obviously.
I'm talking about a lot of teams
but
that haven't even made the playoffs that much.
But those teams, their expectations are lowered. They're not a historical franchise.
But that doesn't redefine what success is based upon your model.
Success is multiple round wins throughout a 10-year
Okay, so then
period.
you were talking about 4 teams, really, in all of Major League Baseball.
There's probably more than that.
I'm just saying. Anthony, your thoughts?
Well, to this guy's point, let's just support the players.
We should. Lisa jumping in. Jamie, you're comparing the Cardinals to the Pirates. No, I'm not. I'm using one team. I can gladly go get a bunch of other teams in the majors and use them as examples as well.
Do you think the Cardinals are in their 16 to 18
have the Brewers
year?
been as successful as the Cardinals in that span of time?
The Brewers can't win a playoff series.
Okay, thank you. So that's not the Pirates, that's the Brewers.
No.
Okay, who else? Well, the Rockies, we know that. The Diamondbacks, they had a good run 1 year, but that's 1 year. It's 1 year they had a good run. The Cardinals also went to an NLCS in that span.
They did.
They didn't do great, but they got there.
Not.
The Mariners, no. The Angels, no. The Athletics, no. The Twins, no. There's a lot of teams. It's not just the Pirates. So
can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Why don't you just support the players?
That's why I said no, Marcy.
Anthony, when are we getting pitching?
Why don't you guys just support the Cardinals? I don't understand this.
I am supporting that guy.
Why don't you root for our guys?
Anthony, I have high expectations of this team based on the year that I was born and the amount of success that they've had throughout my entire childhood. So
well, you stop. But
I am a spoiled fan, Anthony, and I demand this team.
And now you're a part of the show that I try as I might. You guys are just negative. We won a game last night. Okay,
that was a hell of a game.
And Miles Mikolas pitched his rear end right off. Why can't you just support the team?
I am supporting the team.
Why can't you just root for our Cardinals?
Anthony, this is a discussion not about the players, but about the front office, the people that actually make the decisions.
Who we need to show support for, too. Maybe if we showed more support, we'd be hanging more pennants down there at Busch Stadium.
You're right. It is our fault.
Thank you.
I blame
As the great Greg Amsinger once said, this is your fault,
Greg
St.
hasn't
Louis.
given us a lot of material here lately.
This is your fault, St. Louis.
We should get Greg on.
Yeah.
You know what Greg would say? He would say that the Cardinals need pitching.
I still think he'd blame the fans.
You think so?
Yeah, for not
He'd
having
say there's
pitching.
an awful lot of red seats.
Awful lot of red seats.
If you had,
didn't show up.
If you had
didn't
less
show
red
out.
seats, you could go get a player at the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fault.
Exactly.
Best fans in baseball.
It's the Fast Lane.
I didn't say that.
On 101 ESPN.
Anthony
No, Greg did.
No, Anthony said it.
No, that was Greg.
That was Greg.
Dan Anthony.
I said something else. And
I
then
thought
Greg.
he says the things that you say.
He did, not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Anthony wouldn't dare do that. He
No,
knows.
sir. No. How would we assess the Cardinals' first half of the season? Pretty good. Right, boys?
Actually, compared to what I thought.
Absolutely.
Just to be honest.
Mm-hmm. That's next on 101 ESPN.
For years now, I have been telling you all about my friend and trusted real estate agent, that is Gloria Liu, with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Gloria is eager to help you very much so. She's got upfront written guarantees, and why she's the one you should call is should be thought number one all the time. Here's something you may not know. If you're selling your home and also looking to buy, Gloria has featured listings and open houses this weekend. This very weekend. They're all over the area, too, by the way, and they're in your price range and include some amazing luxury properties. I mean, I'm talking about absolutely beautiful properties that you won't find anywhere else. Gloria Liu has guaranteed sales programs as well to help make buying and selling easy. In fact, Gloria Liu invites you to reach out to her directly, whether you're buying or selling. And if you want to see any of those amazing homes with a private showing or open house, it's so easy. You can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com and click on the Featured Listings tab, or simply call Gloria Liu at 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888. And remember to visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
This is 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. How would you assess the Cardinals' first half of the season?
So I would say, honestly, it's been a success.
Oh.
Okay, so you want to make these strange noises and mock me, Anthony, before we get ready for the weekend? Well, let's go over this. Where did you think the Cardinals were going to be? Because I remember our talks coming out of spring training. I remember our shows.
Oh, yeah, what did I say?
You said dead last.
No, I didn't say
You said
dead last.
75 wins.
No, I didn't.
Probably said less, actually.
I think I said 85.
That's not true. I said 86, and you laughed at me.
What did I say then?
Well, I think you said 77 or something like that. I'm serious.
We'll have to go back.
Because you
Look
also,
at the tape.
we as a group also mocked 83 wins, a good season. Remember, we kept saying that. Well, they had a hell of a season last year, 83 wins.
Right.
We were
But they
mocking
deserve to be mocked because they celebrated that.
I understand. But my point is, nowhere in what we were talking about then did we think they'd be a game and a half out of a playoff spot right now. So I have to say that based upon the fact that they added nothing, Phil Maton and the hamster late, the fact that they added nothing substantial.
They lost a key
Pozo,
piece in Velati there, whatever the hell his name is.
Ryan
Vilade.
Yeah.
I did not see this. For me, I won't say a success. They've exceeded expectations.
Yep, there we go. Yep, I
They
completely
have.
agree. I know it's semantics, but that's why I did the whole success thing.
Yeah, you just
they
want
have
to be a jerk. Some people might take it that way. I didn't.
Fair enough. They have absolutely exceeded my expectations. You're right. I completely thought at best they would do what they did a year ago. That was at best. I said that Wilson Contreras, this was going to be a bigger problem, him playing first base than people thought. I was completely wrong about that. I thought the pitching staff was going to be a dumpster fire. And at times, yes, but they've overcome it. I didn't think the Matthew Liberatore experiment was going to last. Not that I didn't like Libby. What did we seen to give us belief that he was going to do what he's doing now? So they have by far exceeded my expectations to this point.
Yeah. So with that being said, I think we can all agree, and I would assume a lot of the listeners agree too, that they have exceeded expectations. However, how would you assess or grade what their plan was heading into the season? Do you think that they've done a good job at sticking to said plan, or do you think that this team itself is just an isolated team that has succeeded above expectations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the future is brighter?
Yeah, are you in this plan that you're talking about, are you including where they said they wanted to trade Nolan Arenado? Is that part of the plan, or the post-plan of that?
The off-season plan heading into the season, which would include trading Nolan Arenado.
So the fact that they were unable to trade Nolan Arenado,
and part of that is on him too for saying, "Hey, I don't want to go."
But he's still
to
wearing
Houston.
the birds on the bat,
for sure.
Right? So the part of that they weren't able to get that done, couple that with the lack of development for Jordan Walker, whether that's player related or staff related. I think both take some ownership in that. And then what are the other big projects? Alec Burleson was a project. They're happy with that. Matthew Liberatore was something.
Matthew Liberatore. So when you asked about the plan being youth movement, it depends on who the player is. James Wright. So Matthew Liberatore, raving success. You gave him a runway, and that has paid off.
And now Gorman has found some success here recently.
Yeah. I mean, Ivan Herrera, until he got injured, that was great.
Contreras at first base has been a success.
Jordan Walker, it has been a failure, but I don't think it's because of the Cardinals. I think it's been.
I think there's shared blame there.
There's shared blame. Yeah, he has not earned that opportunity. Now, one could say, well, just give him the same runway as you're giving Matthew Liberatore, but
one is succeeding, the other one hasn't.
Correct.
So
yeah. It's justified how they've handled both players.
Also, though, with McGreevy, do you consider that a part of the plan in the way that they have gone about using him? Would you consider that a success?
They are
so far.
They are inching closer to receiving some awful marks on that.
Okay,
but I think that's short-lived. I think Michael McGreevy is a full-time piece in the rotation following the trade deadline, one way or another. Whether they're able to trade Fetty or whatever, or not, or I think he will be part of the rotation.
I'm just wondering,
which would be a success then, because now you got one more young arm into the rotation.
Heading into the season, our thought process was, okay, we're looking forward to the 2026, 2027 seasons, and we want a lot of questions to be answered this year. And there has been a lot of questions answered, but I also think that there are a lot of other questions being posed as the season rolls along. And so I don't know what the hope is for these next few seasons, because if we were like, 2026 is actually our year, I don't feel that way right now.
No,
I don't think that at all. No, I don't.
No, you can't.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. But now 2026 could be interesting because of the emergence of McGreevy, Herrera healthy, another year of development for Wynn, Gorman, Walker. Where is he at? Like, it could become interesting. And J.J. Weatherholt, Sajasi, like, you have a lot of pieces that could continue to ascend here. So 2026, I think, if you take steps forward again, the old Doug Armstrong 5% better, then 27 becomes very interesting to me. Because now you'll probably have the emergence of a Quinn Matthews, Takoa Roby, like some of these, maybe a Tink Hentz at that point. J.J. Weatherholt probably on your roster. It looks a little different. And then if you can actually develop some power bats some here along the way, who knows?
Keep Herrera healthy. Splashback Deuce, real quick. He said, not completing priorities 1, 2, or 3 kind of throws a wrench into that. LOL. Yep. Good point. Splashback Deuce also saying from the Snake Pit, I think it's exactly what they wanted of McGreevy, and had there been injuries, it would have been accelerated. Fair point.
I agree with that.
Yep.
They haven't, knock on wood, wherever it is from my head.
This is granite.
E&B granite, by the way.
Granite.
Had great countertops, cabinets, outdoor living spaces, too. They do that for
Bernie Federico, it's the only cabinet company he goes with.
It's the only one Jamie Rivers goes to as well.
Son of a bee.
Yep.
How about that?
Here we go.
There we go. All right, bet the board and beat the streak is next. Jamie, would you like to give us your picks? You got to run.
I'll stick around for that.
What?
Yeah, I got a little time here.
All right. All right, I'm excited.
Ashley's running late, Sugar.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, is my mic still on?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Well, now you just mentioned Shocker, so I guess we got to go.
Let's get you on a break now.
Beat the streak, bet the board next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Well, when you head out to Auto Center's Nissan Herculaneum this weekend, you're going to see that they have, first and foremost, a wide selection of new and used vehicles. In fact, they have the largest selection that you're going to find in the St. Louis or greater St. Louis area. I love going down to Auto Center's Nissan. In fact, I got a service call, routine service call coming up at Auto Center's Nissan for my wife's Pathfinder. Set that up today. Even the service department, they're fast, they're friendly, they do a great job. If you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's for yourself or it's from, for a new driver, Auto Center's Nissan, they got you covered. Again, over 1,000 vehicles in one massive location, 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down and no payments for 3 months on 2025 Rogues, Pathfinders, and Muranos. All vehicles built right here in the USA. I speak from experience from those 3 vehicles. I've driven each one, man. The Murano I'm driving now, I love it. The redesigned exterior and interior, it's sleek. The technology is user-friendly. I like that Pro Pilot Assist. It ensures that me and my family get to where we're going as safe as possible. But if you're looking at used vehicles, Auto Centers has 0 down and no payments for 3 months right now. And remember, at Auto Centers Nissan, every new vehicle comes with dealer pricing, a lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. Check them out while the deals are hot. They got their Wiggity's Hot Lot Blowout going on right now at Auto Centers Nissan. Tell them Stalter sent you. Also check out AutoCentersNissan.com while those sales are going on throughout the month of July. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
Great Francis here with a SportsCenter update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Cardinals win last night against the Nationals 8-1. They take 2 of 3 against Washington in that series. Now 50-44 on the season for St. Louis, who will welcome in Atlanta starting a 3-game series tonight from Busch Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:15, and it'll be Matthew Liberatore on the mound for St. Louis, going up against Grant Holmes from Atlanta. I'm Grant Francis. The SportsCenter update's been brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
We're good, streaking! I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, time to play Beat the Streak here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Our guy Brendan is back. His guy got a hit last night. I think it was Nolan Arenado, if I remember correctly.
Actually, Anthony, it was Nolan Arenado.
Thank you, Marshy. Well done. That was a test, and you passed. What's up, Brendan?
Hey, not too much, fellas. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great, doing great. By the way, I texted the group this the other night. I was taking out the trash, and car pulls around the old cul-de-sac, and window rolls down, and I hear somebody go, Nolan Arenado! I was laughing.
Oh,
so apparently
good.
it was the neighbor's brother.
Dave's brother?
No, not neighbor Dave's brother. It was Kelsey and Matt live across the street. It was Kelsey's brother.
Travis Kelsey? Jason?
No, he's like, listen, come
Kelsey
on.
Plum?
No.
Okay.
We're just asking.
Sparks.
You're the one who said it.
Anyways, big fan of the show, so he was the one that did that.
Nice.
Because at first I'm like, somebody casing the joint or what? 'Cause it was dark, so didn't know if. Anyways,
Maybe they were listening to the podcast.
Yeah,
playing
maybe.
the lineup game.
Marsh,
Yes.
latest streaks, please.
Anthony Paul DeYoung, the king, who did return.
The king
Returned with a base hit for you.
Nice.
Your streak is at 7.
Yes.
Jamie has a streak of 4.
Damn.
Brendan is at 1, of course. And Carey and I are back to 0.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that, Marshall.
I ended that Lyle fella's hit streak.
Hey, Grant Francis back in the studio. You'll have the last pick, but you'll have one for CD, okay?
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
There you go. Grant will choose for CD. So, guys, I'm going to go with Pedro Pajes, please. Pajes to get a base hit tonight.
Is it my turn? Or
Yes, sir. It's your
Okay. Give me Alec Burles.
Brendan.
I will go with Brendan Donovan.
That's a good call.
Okay. Marshy.
All right. Am I going to be the guy to go with an Atlanta Brave?
Probably.
I thought about it.
In that lineup.
Well, we were talking about him. Maybe he'll be a future Cardinal. Give me Ronald Acuna Jr.
All right.
Boy, let's hope so.
That would be nice.
And Grant Francis.
Am I right about this, that CD's been taking a lot of the opposition lately?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll keep the trend going for him. Give me Matt Olson tonight.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
One of the Olsen twins' brothers.
Yeah,
No?
absolutely. Yeah.
Cousin. Father's side.
Father's side.
Of course.
All right, I took Petey Pages.
Yep.
Jamie took Burleson. Brendan took Donovan. Marshy selected Ronald Acuna Jr., future Cardinal. And Grant, who is filling in today back on the board for CD, took Matt Olson, of course, cousins of the Olsen twins on the father's side. Brendan, have yourself a great weekend, man. I hope Donovan gets a hit tonight. We'll talk to you Monday.
Hey, thanks, fellas. Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy.
As well. All right, from Beat the Streak to Bet the Board.
Let's go.
All right, rough night for Jamie and I.
Yeah, it wasn't great,
but
those Athletics are a juggernaut.
Yeah, they are. Can't be stopped, that's for sure. And I needed one more run.
One more run.
Just one more run. And Michael has dominated some faces, so I pushed, which is essentially a loss.
I thought they got rained out.
I didn't pick Cleveland.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I don't know why I wrote them down.
I don't know why either.
Who'd you pick?
Braves. I had the Braves over the Athletics.
Why did I write down Cleveland?
I don't know, Marshy. You're trying to sabotage my bet the board, apparently.
What's going on, Marsh?
Well,
why are you sabotaging him?
Played it pretty fast.
Actually, if you did pick Cleveland, you would have
had a pick.
Yeah.
I'm an honest guy.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
he's real honest.
All right. Well,
I don't want to win my third in a row that way.
No. Good for you.
We have a three-way tie at 4.
What?
Yeah, Anthony, you have 4 points. Jamie has 4 points. Carey has 4 points. And after a slow start from myself, I'm at 3.
Wow. It's a log jam, Anthony. Let's go.
It is.
Go ahead.
I will like the over in the Cubs-Yankees game.
Okay.
It's 9.
Okay.
Over 9. Cubs-Yankees. Cricks. Jeez. Is it 5:30 on a Friday?
Yeah, 5:43 actually.
Chris Flexen goes for the Cubs. Carlos Rondon goes for the Yankees.
I am going with another New York team here. New York Mets on the money line, -135. Waka on the bump for the Royals. Senga on the bump for the Mets.
Koda Senga.
I am going to go with the Pittsburgh and Minnesota game.
Really?
We have Paul Skeens going up against Joe Ryan tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of strikeouts tonight. So give me a total in the game of over 19 and a half strikeouts thrown at -120.
Nice. And, of course, CD texted in, and you know what? He's won with these guys before. I'm not surprised that he has taken the Colorado Rockies and Herman Marquez at +208 to pull off the upset in Cincinnati against the Reds. So CD, he's back on that Rocky Mountain high. He's going with the Rockies +208. So there is bet the board. Grant, don't want to put you on the spot, but if you had a play you wanted to throw out for the people, feel free. If not, we'll just keep it moving.
So I was looking, just in case you called on me for Carey. Sure. I didn't know if he sent in or not. I was going to go with the Mets -134 over the Royals tonight.
Okay, so that was that your pick, Jamie? You took the Mets, right?
Yeah, I took the Mets.
Okay, well, I'll give you a backup then. How about the Guardians over the White Sox at -130?
All right.
Absolutely. Yep. All righty. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show, tell you what we learned.
I'll see you guys later.
We are learning now that Jamie is out of here.
Yeah, I've had enough of you guys.
Jamie, have a great weekend. Enjoy Chris Stapleton tonight.
Stapesy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
We hear that Jamie will be on the stage, perhaps singing a song with
Really?
Well, he's asked me, and I told him that if he gives me enough of his Traveler whiskey, that I'd be happy to help him out.
What?
Yeah, it's good whiskey.
Great idea.
Yep.
Anthony, when do you get to go on stage with D&B?
Oh, I'm never allowed there, but if I were, you'd have no idea.
What instrument would you play? Out of all the 37 that are on the stage, would you gravitate to? Which one?
Drums, of course. Yeah. I love drums.
Yeah. Who does?
Can I play it? No, I can't play any musical instrument.
Sure
so I'd fit right in with
You'll be
Dave
fine.
Matthews.
You would just bang away.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd be banging up there the whole time.
I know. Be a great show.
Thank you.
Bang, bang, bang.
All right, Jamie. See you, pal.
See you later, boys.
All right, Marsh and I will wrap things up next on 101 ESPN.
back to 101 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Centene Community Ice Center inside the E&B Granite Studio. Bernie Federko's only choice for granite countertops, cabinets, and flooring.
Okay, yeah, give me some time. That's good.
E&B Granite Studios. Marsh, what'd you learn?
I learned today
that you can hear yourself.
I can hear myself right now. Man, this is weird, isn't it? What did I learn today, Anthony? Well,
fight through it.
I'm trying. I'm so trying to. Typically, I write this down, but I don't have a piece of paper on me.
Have you ever done radio when somebody's talking in
No,
your
I
ear?
haven't.
It's
other
fun.
than when Mike Ryder does. When Mike Ryder talks in my ear, sometimes it throws me off a little bit. I have to do like the one ear thing.
So back when I was doing the ESPN, going back and forth, and I hosting the Bristol show, they had like 4 or 5 producers for the show I was doing. One had audio, one had the stringer at the certain NFL stadiums. It was like I was flying an airplane.
Oh my God,
it was crazy. Like 5 people. I'm like, man.
Oh man,
you get used to it.
All right. So what did I learn? I learned that. I don't know. I had it. I guess.
I'll tell you what.
Miles Mikolas is back. How about that?
Wow. Okay. All right. What I learned was you guys don't support the team enough. You know, we only have one baseball team here in St. Louis, and you guys don't throw your full support behind them. And that's a shame. We should root for the hometown team.
So we should root for the hometown team, yeah. Some people don't, though. Yeah.
Those people are jerks. Grant, what'd you learn?
Yeah, I learned that and this is really not something new. This is something I should have known coming into it, but I relearned that the connection for our studios out at the Centene Community Ice Center aren't great.
Very true. Yeah, it was reaffirmed to you.
Yeah, especially in this segment.
Yeah. I did have something that came to my mind maybe 10 minutes ago, and I meant to type it down. I never did. And it was a good one, Anthony.
So
not good enough to remember.
All right, fair enough.
So,
March, what do we have for? Do you want to do 3 stars of the day?
Why don't we give everybody some criticisms and compliments real quick? From the 314, fun show today. Everyone have a great weekend.
Yeah, everybody have a great weekend, too. Thank you, brother.
From Biscuit. I don't know if you guys are still looking at the text line. We are. But I wanted to send this in. The other day, you were talking about if you could have anything, and Stalter picked Kit from Knight Rider. Well, I heard this years ago and thought it was hilarious. 80% of what Kit could do now comes standard on a Ford Focus. LOL.
Wow, that's pretty funny. But you can't call your Ford Focus from your watch. You know? Kid still drives himself.
I remember what I learned today. Relearned it. Today's 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven day.
Okay.
If you could go and fill your Slurpee with anything, what would it be?
I don't like mixing and matching. I would probably go with some sort of cola slushy.
No, not like the flavor.
Oh.
but you can go and fill it up with like a boot or like a football helmet, anything. What would you fill it up with?
I think I'd probably just go with a large cup with a lid. I don't want my boot.
Well, that's not fun.
Or a helmet.
That's not fun.
You got lice. You think it's not fun? I'm just going with hygiene.
Anthony, you just ruined the question. Come on.
Let's
have a little fun here.
What would you fill up?
What would I fill it up with?
Yeah.
I'd probably just go with the cup.
Right?
That other stuff's pretty gross, right? Maybe,
I don't understand when the guys sometimes they put like the beer in the shoe. That's awful.
I know what I would do. I'd cut a wiffle ball bat and stuff it in the wiffle ball bat.
Is the wiffle ball bat brand new?
Yeah.
All right. So you're still drinking out of some plastic, which is fine.
It's a few microplastics. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's do our 3 stars.
Get ready to pick 'em. It's the Fast Lane. It's time for the Fast Lane's Blue Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
Snake Pit. We have no idea if we're on air right now.
You're on air.
At Centene Community Ice Center. But if you're in the Snake Pit and you're either watching or listening, can you tell us whether or not we're still on air? We have no idea. Grant's back. Oh, we might be back now. Grant?
You guys got me?
Yeah.
There they are. This last segment's been a little bit of a struggle here. Our air link is really not wanting to cooperate with us. So we're back, though. We're back with about 45 seconds to go.
Well, you got our 3 stars?
I thought you had our 3 stars.
All right. Well, I got them right here. Our 3rd star of the day goes out to question 3. Speaking of dropping on the air
question
link.
3.
Question 3. Rosterbation will be our 2nd star of the day. And our 1st star of the day is going to be Grant Francis.
Yes.
For keeping the ship afloat.
Until the last segment.
That is what it is.
You know what? You did great. You did great. Absolutely. Grant, well done. Well, everybody have a great weekend. I appreciate everybody being tuned in and watching, whether you're in the Snake Pit or on the road. We appreciate you. For Grant Francis, Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, and Andrew Marsh, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.